right, I got to be honest with you. I had a couple people all scheduled to do the show today, and some of them didn't show up. So I called some of the hooligans who, they are not really currently employed in the way that they used to be employed. So I said, hey, Reilly, I know you're scheduling a wedding. You want to talk, or you want to still think about what cake you're going to be eating on your wedding? And he said, please and thank you. I'll be talking about farts and movie commentary. And then I turned to the outlaw, and before I got halfway through my sentence, he said yes, because he loves the camera. And, Brett, he looks like a sea captain. So we're going to talk to him, and RB3 is here, and fuck it, let's do a show.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SEN Live, Schmoedown Entertainment Network. I'm Kristian Harloff. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. If you're watching live, if you're listening on the Apple Podcasts, it's a very nice thing that you do there for us. Joining us on the show today, he is the one, he is the only person able to rock three letters and be cool as shit about it. RB3. Oh. RB3 in the house. Across from me, he is the two-time movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, part of Who's the Boss in the Finstock Exchange, Mark Yodi Reilly.
We got the cake.
Here. You got the cake?
We went with it.
Good for you.
We're going with cake.
Pudding?
No pudding.
No pudding. To my left, maybe. To my left,
Who wants pudding at a wedding?
Also the two-time movie trivia Schmoedown singles, two-time movie trivia Schmoedown teams, and the current teams champion, the outlaw John Rocha, is here.
Dudes being dudes on a Wednesday morning. Let's make it happen. Dudes being dudes.
And he is right off of the boat catching a whole bunch of shrimp and oysters. Mr. Brett Sheridan is here.
And one match champion.
And one match champion. You are one match champion.
You are, man.
So I saw
the belt is close in future, man.
Somebody wrote on the thing, it's like, all dudes? It was like, well, Kate was supposed to be here, but something came up. She couldn't be here today. So, like I said, it's very easy for me to just text Rocha. I could text Rocha 10 seconds before the show, and he'll teleport here. Yeah. So it was good. And Reilly, even last night, because I think we had a full... Look, I'm not good at scheduling this shit. For me, I had so much shit going on in my life right now that it's like, oh yeah, you know what? I have a show tomorrow. I got to do notes. The notes have gone from like 5 stories to 1 title.
Like last night's email.
Last night's email.
You got an email? That's cool.
Oh, you weren't supposed to be on the show until it was.
Well, don't take offense, Rocha. It's okay.
But what was supposed to happen last night? There was shit for news. Yeah. There was really shit for news. And so when I was looking through the news, I'm saying to myself, okay, what are we going to do? And I asked the Facebook group, what do you guys want to hear us talk about? So the actual title when Kate was supposed to be on is the 5 of us minus Rocha, 5 of us on the thumbnail is like 5 idiots talk about nonsense. Yeah. And I might still do that. But then Goddard texted me this morning and he said that he sent me that story about Bond.
Yeah.
Do you know, Ryan, do you know the details of this thing yet?
No.
You don't?
I missed this.
RB3, because we don't have Goddard here.
Well, I did it this morning on Mornings with the Outlaw, so I'll give you a little bit of a thing. It's from Deadline. It's exclusive, and they're pushing it to November 25th.
Did they say why?
They said the initial was the coronavirus was initial thoughts, but then they said no, it's a matter of they feel like this is the best position for them financially, according to the Deadline article, for them to recoup the money.
Because it's supposed to come out in April.
Right, it's supposed to come out in April, April 2nd in the UK, and then April 10th here internationally, and now it's coming out November 12th in the UK, and November 25th, the rest of the country, or the rest of the world, rather. But I did some research on this while I was doing the stream. There have been the 1 month that Bond films have come out is November.
November. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I was going to say, my thing is, I think this is a smart move.
Yeah. Smart move.
I think April they were going to try to do something new, and they're probably trying to catch basically the Fast and Furious. Like
Yeah.
starting summer in April is what a lot of movies do now. So a big movie like that, because I think Fast and Furious comes out in April again too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe
they
they-
did Winter Soldier. That's really started it for me when I remember these big movies are now coming out early.
It was April was starting to start. Iron Man will come out in April, and all
They
the
moved to Marvel stuff back, the Infinity War, and
at the end of April. So it was like starting it out, and maybe that's one of the reasons. Maybe Bond looked at Fast and Furious and said, first of all, we don't want to compete with them right now. Second of all, we're such and nothing against Fast and Furious. I like those movies; they're fun, but they're in a different class, you know. And I mean, the main characters in general, different class. And so when they moved it to November, I said, "That's it." Now, Brett, you famously missed the James Bond question.
Yeah,
in the first question.
After seeing pretty much all of them except for the new ones I've seen. Yeah.
Does you give a shit about whether it comes out in April or November?
Not really. No.
Right.
I want to get caught up on
Sure.
these. I only saw the first Daniel Craig one.
Really?
Yeah. And
Well, it's the best.
yeah, I want to watch him.
I like
you know what
that,
threw
yeah.
me off on that question? When it led with
Jaws.
Jaws, and as soon as I heard Jaws, I just kept thinking Jaws. All the other names went away. But I know Jaws. He's the one with the metal teeth.
Yeah.
Who could bite
Yeah.
through cables.
Wasn't Odd Job in there too?
No, Odd Job something else.
Odd Job's
No,
Goldfish.
Odd Job is Bond.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Odd Job, Odd Job is the hat.
He's Goldfinger, yeah.
Oh yeah, the throws the hat,
Throws
and
the
then
hat.
there was another one that kind of it was a sexual innuendo name, I think.
Octopus.
On a
Pussy
top,
galore?
Pussy galore.
No, on a top or
Oh,
something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Xenia on a
Xenia.
top.
Xenia on the top.
That one I wouldn't know what the hell you were
Yeah.
talking about, but the other ones, the second they said Jaws, I'm pretty sure it was Odd Job. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, and then afterward, Finstock sees me after the match, and he goes, Can't believe you missed the Bond question.
Finstock. Did I tell you a great story about Finstock? I told you outside. This was amazing.
This does not surprise
This
me.
is amazing. So he's got your beard when you walked in. Like I said, you look like a sea captain with
Yeah.
the mermaid on your hat and everything. You look like that's
Deadliest catch.
yeah, like that works for me. Finstock legit looks homeless, right?
Oh, yeah.
So the thing is, he was out. Did you hear this story?
Oh, of course, you told us afterwards that night.
So he was on the stage. He takes his shirt off because that's what he does. And he thinks, by the way, that was the funniest thing. He's like, oh my God. At the end of the night, he takes his shirt off on stage. Just, "Pff, I know you guys been waiting for this." And he throws it. Some dude catches it and he's like,
Yeah.
right? So
A couple of my Patreon members
Yeah.
captured the moment
When he
and
threw
the
it?
shirt is midair with hands going out. And like
it's
Alice
insane.
is like, I think I got it.
Right. So he throws his shirt off and he's out there, doing whatever Finstock does. And we're taking pictures. Everybody goes, "You hear what happened?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Pfft." So I go outside and I'm out there smoking a clove.
Of course.
And the ushers wouldn't let me back in because they thought I was homeless. And they needed one of the people on the side to say, no, he's one of the stars of the show. And then they let him in, but he's walking. You gotta understand this also at this theater for people who aren't there. There was the Schmoedown crowd when you look at people like the great Kyle, who is up there going, "Ah!" I wasn't there in Atlanta, but that's usually what he does. And then the symphony was going on at the same time. So there are people sipping
a motley
Chardonnay, and then our crew with beers coming out of the side of their faces and Wildberry shirts on, and it was like they didn't know what was going to hit them when it
was the best.
Margaret, what are they doing over there?
Dan and I descending the stairs from the green room with my cowboy hat on, the belts on our shoulders, and poor Mara in tow through the stream of the old ladies
Yes.
and the guys of the bifocals walking to the symphony. We're just like, yeah, we're going to go play a trivia match, a movie. And I saw a woman as we were walking the corner. She took her daughter and moved us.
Of course, ruffians. Well, because I saw them come up. There were a couple of people with like these glasses like Chardonnay walking up, and they're asking, "What is going on at the moment?" And they're having these conversations, and BC comes barreling in like, "Well, it's a movie trivia contest, and this guy with a championship," and the lady, "Fuck this," and walk out.
There's a movie in this somewhere. There's a movie.
Yeah, right.
It's called Caddyshack, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called How Not to Run a Venue.
Yeah, because do you think about it though? When
We should have the symphony on the same night as the movie trivia thing.
First of all, when you think, that's the thing. When you think of the 70s, when you hear, if you don't know what the hell we are, you say, it's a movie trivia. What are they going to be doing? It's like a bar contest? Yeah, okay, fine. They think they're going to pack the place. Meanwhile, it's sold out. People are screaming and yelling, and there's some guy playing the fucking cello next door. And you hear, "And your What is going on over there?
Movie trivia. Well, I never.
Well, I never.
Hey, lady, Rachmaninoff, am I right? I mean, come on. The Third Symphony's the best.
I would have liked to.
One dude that's out there that goes, yeah, man, Jaws, right? Steven Spielberg.
I would have liked to have taken Dagnino, though, with his shirt off and send him into the symphony. That to me would have been a lot.
He
of
could
fun.
have gotten on stage.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would have found his way. He'd probably find a flute on the way and played it.
Well, terribly.
Granted.
Yeah.
What you
Dagnino.
listen to next?
Yes. I mean,
I played the flute.
I was taught by a great man who told me when you play a flute, you don't want to play a flute. Like, why? All right,
The flute plays you.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Anyways, we got the Bond stuff. Like I said, I think it is a good. I think it's a good move. I think it's a smart move. I think it's very similar to what Solo did poorly. Is that Solo should have come out in May? I mean, excuse me, should have come out in December. Comes out in May to try to recapture the old thing. Stupid. Star Wars had put that flag down there. They have owned it. And Bond owns November. It's always owned November. It's been a November thing. So I think this is a smart move. I think it'll build up the anticipation. I think that this is also shows you that you can do this if you want to. This is what maybe Solo should have done at this point.
I think the news is that it's kind of shocking because it's so soon. Like it was about to come out, so they're doing this move now, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, something must be wrong." But when you talk about it, it's like that November is where they've always been and been successful.
Right.
So yeah, they should have done it with Solo.
And also, it's supposed to be almost a 3-hour film. And you
Is
think
that
about
right?
the longest Bond.
Longest
I think.
Bond. So
I don't need a 3-hour.
Yeah, why are you making such movies so long?
No.
What do you do?
Why are you making them long when you can just watch The Irishman 4 times in a row and be there for a month?
Well, it's the end of the Infinity Saga, so
right. You gotta finish the Bond. All the Bonds are coming back.
Yeah.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery, they're coming out of the portals.
Oh, there's another story here. That's,
On your left.
This
this just
Hey,
in.
Cap, on your left.
They have photos for the new Batmobile. Just came out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they
It's pretty awesome. actually.
blurry
This is
Pretty
boy,
badass.
this is the Batman way, isn't it? You get the suit, then you get the Batmobile.
I'll show you guys.
Nice.
That's, it looks like a Camaro.
Let me see.
Actually,
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Right?
Looks. Yeah.
I'll show you right.
It looks totally.
Wow, that's a badass Batmobile.
Yeah.
First reaction to Batmobile. There
It's
you go.
lean. It's lean and mean.
Yeah,
Lean,
Riley, here,
lean,
take this and then scroll down on it.
Yeah.
But no, did you guys see?
Is it
have
a
you-
60s Cadillac? Because it's not my Batmobile.
You don't like it?
No.
Why not? You don't like a lot of things.
Joking. I'm
Oh.
kidding. That's the TV show when
Oh,
I think it was.
but did you even see it?
I think it was a caddy.
Hashtag not my Batmobile.
Yeah,
I
right.
know. Did you see the Batmobile
I'm
pictures?
trying
Did
to
you
look
like
it up and now. It's
Well,
like,
you're-
that
that was the most confused I've ever seen you. And I've seen you very confused. That's pretty cool. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's definitely like a new muscle car. It's,
Yeah, I like it.
it-
Scroll down though. too.
But you said about the Batmobile, like the 60s version.
You're trying to push down and do it that way.
I know how technology
Not
works.
this one.
I wish was that on camera.
No, show them what you did.
Let's try to do
Sometimes that works, but not on that one, Grandpa. It's like my dad. I've told this story before. Did you ever hear this
How
story?
do I tweet a picture?
It was kind of like that. My dad, and I've definitely told this. Did you just hit yourself in the head with this and then hit the microphone? What a disaster.
He's only been on land for like a day. So give him a break.
I was talking to my dad a little while ago, and he still isn't. My wife and I laugh about this all the time. My dad doesn't find it particularly funny, but I think it's hysterical. My dad is not good with technology. I mean, he's got right awful about it, right? So he had called me this was a couple of years ago, and he called me back, and he called me. He's like, I need help with this document. I can't figure out how to document, how to put it in this file, and I need your help. I was like, okay, fine. So I go, I can't see it though. Can you send it to me? I don't know. I got forward. Can I just show you on the screen? I said, fine, show me on the screen. We'll FaceTime. So he FaceTime's like, all right. So he takes the phone, and he puts it. I go, what do you see? I go, well, it's too close, Dad. You got to pull it back. All right, now what do you see? I see the corner of the computer. You got to pull it back. So what about now? I said, now I see the bottom of the computer. How about now? Dad, it's to the right. You got to pull it back. And he's like, all right, hold on a second. What do you see now? I go, now I see bug spray. He goes, bug spray? Bug spray, I'll call you back. I was like, first of all, why is there bug spray on the piano?
No. Your dad and my dad need to get together. When I helped him do his iPhone, he said, send me a text. I don't know how to do this. I'm like, all right, Dad.
Yeah.
I sent him a text. It comes in and he goes, oh, what'd you do? I go, I sent you a text. And he goes, all right, I think I got it. Okay. A week later, I get a text from my dad. Who is this?
At least you sent the text.
Unbelievable. And I wrote him back, fuck off. And he never answered.
Mark?
It's really good. So anyway, but the photo looks pretty good, man.
That's like I like.
That's great.
Well, because it's giving him a little more of a badass attitude, and I mean, and Batman's pretty badass in general, but I mean, this is give him more of an edge, and I think that a Robert Pattinson Batman. Look, I think the guy is an incredible actor, but he's still carrying that Twilight thing to a lot of people, which I think people should get over that.
Good Time is on Netflix right now.
I know.
We just watched it.
It's great, and he's great. But I think that there's another reason why this Batman is going to have even more of an edge, because I if you've seen the Rover, he can pull off edge. I mean, really well. So give this Batman even more so that they buy into it like immediately. So that the Batmobile's great, man.
Also, he's younger, right? So he's not going to go for this massively large thing. He's going to go for something that looks kind of cool, pick up the ladies kind of vibe to it. You know, kind of like you said, a Corvette or Camaro, whatever it is. Yeah. So it's got that kind of low to the ground vibe, but still looks kind of sporty, like a sports
he's picking
car.
up ladies in the Batmobile.
I mean, he's a young man.
You brought up
the
1960s Batmobile, the Adam West version. Yeah. That reminded me of it.
It does.
But it really did. Like a little bit of a
badass
tip of the cap. And
for sure, it's got that
beautiful.
60s feel for sure.
Yeah.
RB3, can you do me a favor? Can you check out when Fast and Furious comes out? Because I just saw
I believe it comes out in April.
That's what I thought, but somebody
telling you otherwise.
Well, no, just nothing's coming out in April now, and I thought that's why they potentially moved. But let's.
Or is it May 9th?
May 21st.
It's
May 22nd. May 22nd.
Oh, all right. So never mind. So there's So now there is nothing in April. Do we think that maybe something moves into April now?
I think if anything, Marvel might do the thing what they did with Infinity War, where they moved it
Black Widow. When's Black Widow supposed to come out?
I think that's the beginning of May.
I think it's like May 2nd.
Let's double check.
May 2nd.
Let's double check.
Is it?
Yeah. Let's see when that is, because if it's May 2nd, then I think that's exactly what will happen now. Now that Bond's not there anymore.
Early.
Yeah. People are saying New Mutants in April, but who gives a shit about that?
That's a movie?
I know. That movie's been.
Why do people hate this? I don't know what.
It's because it's been delayed for like 4 years.
It was supposed to come out.
Is it because of the delay, or is it supposed to be a dumb movie? I mean, like,
no, it was supposed to be really cool, a horror movie in the X-Men universe, and it was dated for May 25th, 1985. I mean, the thing is not coming out.
Well, people's most anticipated.
It was
like 2018.
Okay.
These kids are now married with kids.
Right,
We've been waiting so long for these.
Well, Maisie Williams.
So people are just mad because of entitlement. They think that they deserve.
No. I wouldn't say that that's not part of it, but I would also say that it's when you have that many problems.
Yeah.
Like when things keep pushing back, and the cast. They asked Maisie Williams at one point. She's like, I don't know if that movie's ever like, more or less.
What movie?
Yeah, right.
They
didn't know. They had no idea. I think it was supposed to come out like 2017, wasn't it? Maybe 2018. I don't know. Either way,
I think 2018 or early 2018 or something like that. Or was it late 2017?
I think
it was early. It was early 2018
because
Logan came out in 2017.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, like it's been delayed for a very long time, and now that it comes out, April's a good place for it. I mean, if they think it's okay, for sure. And remember, this is another thing. This movie is so pushed so far back. The buyout from Disney hadn't even happened yet. It was supposed to come out while it was under Fox. Right. So
and they've done 3 rounds of
they're saying people are saying 2017 was when it was supposed to come out. 2017.
That's what I thought. I thought it was earlier.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I remember talking about that on Movie Talk back in the day, dude. They go, it's about to come out, and I was like, because I remember because Schnepp was excited for that when it was first coming out.
Yeah, we talked about it on Nightmares.
Damn. That's crazy. Anyway, but look, so from a day that we thought there wasn't going to be a lot of news stories, we already had the Bond one that dropped. We got this Batmobile, the Batmobile images, and apparently, do you guys know about Patty Boy? Do you know about?
No, Kristian, I don't.
Do you know about Patty Boy?
I don't know about Patty Boy.
All right, let's see. So, what do you guys? I want you to interpret this scene and tell me exactly what you think is happening. Go ahead.
Patty Boy, it's me. Daddy's having trouble. Patty Boy. Call an ambulance.
What do you think's happening in that clip?
I think he is yelling at his son because he's trying to show him the screen.
You think that's a woman or a man
on the computer? No, it's the mom on the phone.
Okay, right.
Calling the other son because she sees her husband arguing with the other son about the phone, but where he's holding the phone on the computer and the bug spray on the piano.
Interesting. What do you think's happening with Patty Boy?
It sounds like a mother talking to her kid.
Yeah.
And
you both thought that was a woman?
No. Roxy yesterday was convinced that was a man, and we said, no, Roxy, it is not. But I just also wanted to play it because I just...
Patty Boy, it's me. Daddy's having trouble.
Patty boy.
Patty boy.
Call an ambulance.
What is this and where is it coming from?
My friend at his work, so this lady who thought she was calling her son Patty Boy apparently called my friend's friend, and so he said, "I woke up to this."
Oh,
now
it's a voicemail.
It's basically viral in his office,
Yeah.
and my buddy sent it to me. So I said, "I'm playing this on the show." He said, "Absolutely." So he said,
And
"It's
we hope
tragic."
Daddy's okay. We pointed
We
that
said
out.
that. We said that too. We don't know what happened.
What happened to Daddy?
We're fine.
the
But
ambulance.
then well, I said yesterday. I said if there was anything wrong with Daddy, why do you call Patty first?
Yeah.
You should call the ambulance. But yesterday, so I start playing it, the voicemail, because I posted it in the Facebook group, and I post the Patty Boy, and so my 8-year-old comes over and she's like, "What's this?"
Oh,
And she's
no.
listening to it. And then my wife, she goes, "What is that? Stop playing it!" Right? And then so you hear the 2-year-old go, "Patty Boy, Patty Boy." It was amazing.
That's great.
Oh, Patty Boy. Oh yeah. So by the way, because of Patty Boy, that is going to be your Irish character's name from now on.
Oh,
Your
that's right.
is
That's
Patty
right.
Boy.
Oh, okay.
So
Patty
when we do
Boy.
it-
Sure,
so,
good
so,
one.
so by the way, we're going to the Streamlabs. The Schmoebot is on right now.
Yeah.
So what we would like to do, by the way, go to streamlabs.com/the Schmoedown. You can submit all your questions. That is how we keep the show up and running here. We go into streamlabs.com/the Schmoedown. Any questions? Now, the impressions, whether it is the new character is amazing,
Sorry
by the
to
way.
interrupt,
Here we go.
but as a budding screenwriter, would you watch a Nick Fury movie? Any strange new voicemails? Love the show.
No, the Patty Boy voicemail is the only one that we got so far. I don't know if I need a Nick Fury movie.
I don't need one.
Yeah, I think every movie that he's in is a Nick Fury. Would you want to see a Nick Fury movie?
No. I feel like he was in literally every
movie.
Everyone. Yeah. Like he was in Endgame and Spider-Man: Far From Home and Captain Marvel. So I think we saw all of his story already.
We don't need an origin.
And I will tell you,
Too late too.
I think
they
the
missed the
reveal
window for it.
I think the reveal of his eyes is as bad as how Solo got his name.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
So stupid with the dumb cat.
Yeah.
Someone should
Dumb.
edit in
disrespectful.
all his scenes from all the movies and create a Nick Fury movie.
There you go.
just
Yeah,
from
you
all
probably,
those
but you
scenes.
got to put David Hasselhoff in it.
right at the beginning.
In the beginning. So if you want, whether it's Angry Reilly or Sean Connery, you know, a lot of good ones here today too, or Bob Dylan, Anaconda.
Make one up.
So we call it
Make one up. I'll try it.
Ballbag Lewis is the one.
It's something. Yeah.
Ballbag Lewis
Ballbag
is.
Lewis.
Yes. Do you have your glasses for Ballbag
Yeah,
Lewis?
of course.
Okay, good.
Is that the intelligent one?
Yeah, it's
I
Ballbag
love
Lewis.
the chain, by the way, dude.
Yeah. All right. So that's for Ballbag
you
Lewis.
look amazing.
No, it's weird. I stole this from my wife because she never uses it. I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. And then the next day I'm looking for her to come to the show, and I'm digging around. I go in my daughter's room. She put it on a pair of her fake glasses. I'm like, those are for Daddy's show.
I know. That's right. That's
Do not
absolutely
play
right.
with it. It's not a toy.
Daddy's having problems.
Daddy's having problems. He's wearing a little chain around.
That's right. But and then for Rocha, it's whether it's Patty Boy now or anything else we want to do. You know, you haven't done the Pollo Loco character. You got to bring that guy back.
He doesn't like that.
Somebody
He's
made
still
him
working
do
on
that
his
with Anaconda.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We were in the kitchen.
That was the best. That lived on for so long.
Oh, I know it
It
did.
still gets comments, I'm sure.
I
Still
would
working on his sportsmanship.
I would say that the
New
part of
thought
it.
of the
Go
day.
ahead.
Plot twist. Maybe me having tacos isn't me cheating on my diet. Maybe my diet is me cheating on my tacos.
I like what you're
true.
saying there,
That's
Hotel
true.
Nerd. That is
I
some
respect it.
brilliant
It's good.
shit going
It's good.
on. Absolutely.
That is
Eating is
true.
not cheating. I always said that.
Eating is not cheating.
Yeah.
Come on. What are you doing over there?
Get in the chopper.
Get in the chopper. I don't want to get in the chopper.
Am I doing all right?
You're better than Finstock. I'll tell you that. Finstock's just
Oh, my God.
atrocious.
Oh, Lord.
God, I know.
No, I wanted to say, like, sometimes don't write such a script for these people to do because part of improv is improvising.
Yeah.
So if you write a script, it's hard
Model
for us
theory.
And then
Yeah.
And then
So I want to have Drunk Brett telling Rocha to go to the store to pick up some pears, but the pears need to be like nice and ripe. But you know, if the pears aren't ripe, then you're gonna have to tell him to go back to the store and get some peaches, but not the fuzzy ones, the ones that are real. So anyway.
Here we go, got one.
Can we get Angry Riley
Angry
trying
Riley.
to explain Drunk Brett?
Oh, yes.
Luke
Luke
Skywalker,
Skywalker.
Patty Boy, and Richard about the dangers of the coronavirus.
That's amazing.
The importance of washing your hands.
All right, Angry
Also,
Riley.
Hashtag get the switchblade on SEN.
oh Lord.
Angry Riley trying to explain to Drunk Brett, Luke Skywalker, Patty Boy, and then I'm Richard. So you're Patty Boy. Whose music should we? Let's use Patty Boy's music.
Oh yeah.
The coronavirus.
So I have to
Embargo
explain.
Ball Gauge
Wait,
Jenkins was the original, but Ballbag Lewis was discussed at one point.
Yeah, well, let's.
Oh, okay.
Embargo Ballbag Jenkins.
Yeah.
All right, we can
that
do
was on Monday, but
That's fine.
I like Embargo Lewis.
Embargo Lewis is good too.
Embargo Lewis.
All right, so we're gonna go. So we'll start with you.
So I have to explain that you have to wash your hands. Is that what I missed?
However you want to do it. It's
All right.
the coronavirus and how to take care of yourself. And then so you'll be Luke Skywalker, which is my favorite impression anyone does on this show.
It's so good.
It's so good. And then you're drunk. Is he drunk, Brett?
He's drunk, Brett.
Drunk Brett. And
Patty
then
boy.
you're Patty Boy, and I'm Richard.
So we got 2 drunks.
All right, here we go.
Right.
Here we go.
Different stages.
Play the music.
All right, fucking geniuses, gather round, okay? There's a fucking pandemic. You, with your fucking drunk ass feet in the dirt there, you gotta wash your feet. That's a new thing on the coronavirus. Wash your fucking feet. Look at these guys.
I got to be honest with you. Whether there's a virus or not, you should be washing your feet. It's disgusting
Wash
stuff on
your
the floor.
feet,
What are you yelling
okay?
at me
Because
for?
it starts with the hands, it goes down the body, and your feet. You have no idea how much fucking germs on your fucking feet. Don't fucking question me.
Socks cover your feet so that the dirt doesn't touch anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you so angry about, man? We're here drinking. No one's dying here from the coronavirus. What the hell are you be yelling about? And being
We're
so
good.
I think this guy's had enough corona. He's about to fall off a chair.
Jesus Christ.
I have so much alcohol in my hands at all time that no bacteria or viruses can get to me.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're patient 0. Jesus.
Do they have the
Look at you, you're
coronavirus
rolling
on
around in the
Tatooine?
mud.
Oh, there he is.
Everybody yelling back and forth. This is really it's really inappropriate. How you doing, Luke?
Hey,
What's this? What are you looking for?
How do you feel about
Tasha
it?
converters.
All right, cut it.
Follow that up.
You know my favorite part of that about the impression is that he gets. Oh, Daddy's having trouble. No, is that he gets so excited and he's like, it's like this boyish grin. It's just like, hi. It really is my favorite thing in the world. I love it. The Tashi converters. Tashi converters. Tashi converters. It's so good. I can listen to the Tashi converters all day long. All right, so keep those. That's kind of, a lot of that stuff coming in through the Schmoebot. Any impressions that you want?
If you've done your research, the coronavirus is
you
actually
giving
a
it to them for free?
virus and will not be killed by hand sanitizer, which is an antibacterial. So you do need to wash your hands and go all the way up to your elbow.
Thank you, Ballbag Lewis.
That's
I
a
appreciate
freebie.
that. That's
John Boyd
there we
telling
go.
Patty
John
Boy
Boyd.
to go to the store and buy some pears. But Patty Boy buys the wrong pears because John Boyd wants specifically shaped pears. Just kidding, but I mean if you want to do it.
All right. So
That's amazing.
All right. So John Voight telling Patty Boy to go to the store and buy some pears. You do whatever you want, but let's put the music on and then. All right, go ahead.
Hey, listen, Patty Boy.
What?
I got a huge favor for you.
Boy, before I go to sleep every night,
Oh, shit.
gently caress it. Love you guys.
We have to do it again. How much for Brett to call me Patty Boy before I go to sleep every night with a press in my head? Well, Georgie, that was a big
that's a
donation
big
by
one.
Georgie.
You're gonna have to call
him.
How much for Georgie for you to go to his house?
Is that a thing that we can do? Is that a way to make money?
What if you start showing up to people's house as Anaconda Brett or Drunk Brett? Because you could actually really do it. It's like it's part of the character, man.
Listen. Have you seen Wrinkles the Clown, the documentary? He's a scary clown guy, right? Puts on the mask and everything. Has a phone number that you can call, and the parents, to scare the kids, will get them to stand in the backyard.
Jesus.
Why?
So
Why would you do
exactly,
that to your kid?
it is the greatest. It is a fantastic documentary. It means it's ridiculous, but. Start a thing. We get a sticker. We get your number on it, and you call Brett, and he comes in, and he just drunk Brett's it all, or whatever he wants.
Yeah, it's called extra anxiety for Brett.
It's called the SEN Patreon, which you can now follow.
yeah.
That's right.
The link in the description down
Yes,
below.
the link in the
No, I'll
description.
do that. That's better than painting and fixing shit.
That's
I'll
true.
show up to
Well,
your
this is your house. Well, we're going to go back into that. We have to make sure we do that.
All right,
first.
so,
But before we do that, just so RB3 said,
videotape that.
the link is in the description,
Yes.
the new SEN Patreon. See if there's it's because not everybody, maybe if the amount of patrons we have now for the Schmoedown, it's growing and it's great. And I understand why, because, and I will say one thing about the Patreon for Schmoedown, we have upped our live streaming.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you joined on March 1st, you get the event for Atlanta that just passed, right? That's up there now too. We can turn that applause off.
Oh, but they love the people love it.
I know. And then this Saturday, you've got Corruption Mike Kalinowski and Chance Ellison versus Andrew Guy and Drew McWeeny, the family, in a #1 contender match. That is live. Yeah. That will be at 11 a.m. And you can get it if you just want to buy the actual stream itself. But if you're part of the Patreon,
you
get it.
weren't here for the invalid password one, so here it is set. Her password is invalid. So when you forget her password and select password hint, it will tell you her password is invalid. Also, if you get THED password wrong, it will literally tell you that
lost. Yeah.
So you make your password invalid. So when you ask for a hint of what your password is, it'll say, or you put it in wrong, it says your password is invalid.
Oh,
it will remind you. It's just very smart.
It is smart. Well, you shouldn't be able to forget that. But anyway, going back to the
nobody ever forgets their computer password.
No, but going back to the Patreon, right? So, and then we're going to be potentially doing one on the 14th. I haven't confirmed that yet, but you get the free for all also on the 21st. Yeah. So it's also one of the reasons, like the what if matches, because we changed a lot of stuff on Patreon, where the exclusive matches, the exhibition matches, they used to be once a month, but they're going to be a little bit more special now. They'll pop in. They could pop in on in May. They could pop in July. There's going to be, because we also tape a whole bunch of matches, and we want to get all the league done, and then we're going to have a full shoot day of the what if matches. So they'll probably start coming out a little later in the year, or maybe mid-year. And but you're going to get more live streamings. You're going to get more league matches. You get more bang for your buck this way. And then so now we have the SEN. So if you're not listening to the Schmoedown or watching the Schmoedown, you can support the show. And there's a lot of cool tiers. I was going over it yesterday, and there's a lot of really cool tiers that David, Michael Frank, and I were going over, and you got to go over there, check out SEN Live. The Patreon launched yesterday, and we already have around 20 or 30 patrons, which is great, nice. And it's building. So the link is in the description for that. But all right, so we have Anaconda Brett. Oh, no, this is Anaconda. Yeah, Anaconda Brett. And let's while they're doing this impression, let's turn the Schmoebot off so it doesn't get interrupted.
Oh, yeah.
But let's do Anaconda Brett talking to about pears. Ready? Here we go.
Man, I am so hungry. But I don't like walking because there are snakes everywhere. So I need you to make a favor.
There are no snakes in Ireland.
Oh, there are lots
There
of
are
snakes.
no snakes in Ireland, Brett.
I'm a snake in Ireland. Listen, go down to the market and give me some peaches. But some very nice ripe peaches. If they're not ripe, they're no good.
Yes. You don't want a pear. You want a peach. You want a bunch of peaches, but you don't want any pears. I thought I was getting you pears. You like pears?
No, I want I want a peach pear. It was like a hybrid.
You want a hybrid peach pear?
Now you've changed my mind.
Do you know how far I have to walk for a hybrid peach pear?
I want so much GMO in this peach pear that it makes the GMO bounce out my head.
Fine, I'll get it for you, but I'll bring you back a 6-pack of Guinness for myself.
I will take that.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I like how you're going back and forth with
that. Was my favorite part. That was my favorite.
He
really
did
good.
it when we had to do
it. Oh, so apparently we have 45 patrons already. We're from 20 to 45 that quick. Thank you so much, everybody. So please go on over to SEN Live Patreon and see which tier is right for you and join today. 45 patrons already. That's amazing. Very happy about that. All right. So now we're going to start actually a lot of these questions that have popped in here thus far. Nobody says that enough. Thus far.
Thus far?
Right?
It's a saying.
Thus far?
Thus far, I feel like the show's doing well.
Shenanigans?
Yeah, lots of shenanigans here. And
you got to use shenanigans.
Tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery.
I don't want to talk politics, but I said that one of the people running had a lot of gumption.
Gumption.
Ooh, gumption's a good word.
People don't use gumption.
Salads are healthy, so beers too.
Okay, good.
Beer is made from hops.
Yeah.
Hops is from wheat.
Hotel Nerd
Wheat
coming
is
in
a
hot
plant.
today.
Salads are made of plants.
Yeah.
So a beer is a liquid salad. You're welcome.
Fucking scientist, this guy. I like it.
Very true.
I feel like that came in already once.
Well, he did it again.
It just really wants to drive that home.
Yeah.
I know. I fight this with my wife all the time. Thank you. Send that to her.
Yes. Let me tell you something.
Happy Wednesday.
Oh, wow, a lot of
Let's
these
have
coming in
Jason
today.
Statham, Patty Boy,
Jason Statham.
Sean Connery, and Anaconda Brett planning a heist in an Irish pub which is stealing the Aston Martin from Hogwarts.
Oh, Jesus
For
Christ.
success, they go back and get drunk with Luke, who was a decoy wizard.
So, remember when I said don't riot it out too much?
I know. Let's see.
that is a movie franchise.
That is a movie. All right, let's put that one on the back burner
Mark
for a
possessed
second.
by Pazuzu from The Exorcist, while John Boyd, Patty
really
Boy, and
coming in
Richard and
hot
Luke
here.
try to exorcise the demon from Mark.
We might have to send some money back.
RB3, can you do me a favor? Can you look at those last two that were just sent in and just write down what the premises were, and we'll catch up to those in a little bit, because I want to take a break on doing like right in a row like that. But
It was
there's a lot. No, we're gonna do them. We're definitely gonna do them. But let's.
But John Voight has a limp this time.
Yeah.
What are you? What?
I need to outline our improv here, and I'll get you the sheets real quick here.
You guys are smart.
We got a ton of questions coming in, so I want to make sure we get to them. Thank you so much for everybody sending them in. You sending them in once again, streamlabs.com/the Schmoedown. All right, so we have Knapsack's Ponytail, who said, now that Kate and Brett's birthday is over, it's time to look forward to St. Patty Boys Day, also known as the worst day of the year to work at a bar. Any good drunk Patty Boys Day story? I think we call it Patty Boy Day now. Drunk? I know I had some great
St. Patrick's Day story.
Amateur hour.
Bad ones. I had great ones.
Amateur hour.
Yeah, I had great ones. I remember college. That was my favorite time in college because it was like it was expected at Florida State to go out and get hammered at 9 in, and then nobody was at class.
I've been to New Orleans on St. Patrick's Day too.
How was New Orleans, by the way, this year?
Oh, it was great.
Was it fun?
Great. Yeah, a little too many people.
Okay.
But it was good. We'll take care of that. Wow, how would you do that? Listen, no, I've been to the St. Patty Days parade. That's not children friendly. That's a real ass show, and but they actually throw like cabbage and carrots and things like that. It's pretty fun. Yeah. And beads that have a big cabbage on it. It's super fun, but I'm a little old for that.
I used to go to the St. Patty's Day parade in New York back in the day.
Wow.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
The Boston one is always legendary from what I hear.
Chicago one too, right? They turned the whole thing green. I always remember The Fugitive when I see.
Oh, right, because they turned the
whole thing
river green. Yeah, that's right.
But St. Patty's Day, when you worked in the waiting and bartending industry, that was you wanted to work it, get some cash, and get the hell out of there.
Right. Yeah.
Like what we always said at the pub is like on St. Patty's Day, you go to a Mexican restaurant. On Cinco de Mayo, you go to an Irish bar. 'Cause you still need to drink.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
But you don't want all the crowds.
Right. Absolutely. Reilly, do you have any bad ones?
No, I don't. St. Patrick's Day. I mean, it's my people. I get it, but I'm not.
No,
I don't.
RB3 bad. You haven't had enough of them yet.
Not enough of them to really celebrate.
Legal ones.
I had a great one actually. Well, I'm gonna have a great one this year when we see the video that Roxy and Dorina and Steph have all put together, directed by Cameron Rice, is gonna be coming out soon.
So, all right. It's about St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, it's about St. Patrick's Day.
Dorina is Irish?
No.
Oh, okay.
But they went to an Irish bar. You'll see.
They went to an Irish bar. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay, cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
I was just confused.
It's like saying, wait a minute. Brett's black?
Yeah. I was confused.
This is the farthest thing from Irish.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was an Irish Day thing, but they went to an Irish bar. That makes sense.
Porg Hub put in something yesterday that I got signed up for the SEN Patreon yesterday, but probably won't be able to donate at this tier much, so I'll make this good. Can we get John Voight trying to convince Holly Hunter and Mr. T to star the new? Did you do that yesterday?
Well, no, we need. We can't do Holly.
Yeah,
Hunter.
we don't have her. Let's
write that one down.
So let's write that one down.
Porg's in a lot.
Let's hold it for next week. Oh, so which reminds me, by the way, so let everybody know. So if you're watching today, we have a show. Tomorrow we will have a show. It's Thursday tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So Friday there will be no show.
Oh,
because Friday we're going to be running the Atlanta event for everybody who has not seen it, and it'll run at 10 o'clock. It's a 2-hour event, so we're going to run it in the morning, so you'll be able to watch the Atlanta event on Friday. So we will not be doing a show on Friday. So so everybody knows that if you haven't seen the Atlanta match, you can watch it with everybody else. You come to tune in to your SEN Live peeps. You can watch what we're going to do in our premiere. And if you already have seen it, it's going to be it's cleaned up, the audio's cleaned up, everything's cleaned up. There'll be the question overlay, all of that. Eric and the whole crew, they did a great job, and it looks really good. So that'll be on Friday.
I'm gonna spend a day with my boy. He's out of school. I thought I was going to drag him in here. No, so
there
we
you
need
go.
to have a fun Father's Sunday.
Nice. So there you go. So you don't have to take him in anymore.
I'll ask him if he wants, do you want to go do this? And he'll go,
Well, he's almost 15. How old is he now, right?
13.
13.
Yeah, that's the age.
I mean, he's a good
safe with me because secretly I'm never listening. I just look like I am.
Thank you, Hotelier. Hotelier, you're really coming to play today, my man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
think people think I bag on my kid a lot. He's a good kid.
But he's a teenager.
Yeah, but he's a teenager.
Yeah, you're in that phase.
It's like, why do I have to tell you to brush your teeth?
Still?
It's like really, like this is
Shut up, Dad.
Dude, that rant that you went on that day was the best. When you're screaming at your kids to brush their teeth, it was amazing.
But it's when they start giving you a hard time, they call you like a dork or something. Is when it's like, this used to be your best buddy, and then it's like, you're so weird. you're weird.
Yeah, but that's going to change though too. In like 7 years from now, then he's going to be your pal again.
Yeah.
You just got to get through this bullshit. So trust me, dude. I got 2 girls.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
you're in trouble. You're so much
I am
trouble.
preparing for them. Like every day is going to be a mental breakdown for me. For me.
Oh, yeah.
And I am prepared.
Yeah.
Do you have a sister?
No, I had
So,
I
yeah.
had 2 brothers, man.
So-
Like, I just, and I was an animal in college. This is karma.
This is I was gonna say this is your punishment.
And here's the deal: the fights that you're going to endure as a dad in this situation is going to be the fights with them and
And the
your
mom.
wife.
No, totally.
They're
I'm
going to
gonna-
melt. My sister
And I got to be the peacekeeper between the 2 of them,
Yeah.
and figure like I can't believe you're taking her side on this one. And I'm like, I'm going to Hawaii.
I've heard
For 7 years.
At 13 is when the girls lash out at the mom,
Yeah.
and then you're golden though, because you're gonna be the
No,
Yeah.
I'm golden to them.
Yeah.
But I still
To the-
gotta pay
Yeah.
because I gotta be careful on the other side of this and play the mediator. I gotta be.
tell your mother.
Right? Are you kidding? Are you
boy.
kidding me? This sucks. I'll make sure that I can take every second I have with the 8. I mean, even this morning, this is the conversation she's getting over an ear infection, so I let her have a pass. Right. So I'm cooking breakfast for the 2-year-old, and I had given the 8-year-old breakfast because she stayed home from school today, and she goes, "Is this something that you?" This is a bruised burnt. Do you not like your daughter? You give her a bruised burnt banana. Do you want her to get sick? And she walks off. And I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, first of all, you're 8. Second of all, you're gonna eat that fucking banana. I'll tell you that. But
Vivian said that?
I know she's just in. You saw her. You had a chance to see her perform. She thinks she's a superstar now.
Oh, she is a
Yeah, no, she's
superstar now.
She
killed it.
Yeah, he was
You
there.
built a diva. You've built a diva. You're in so much
It's
trouble.
crazy, but
Oh,
but she came walking in. But the way she did it, it was really funny. And she's like, "You gave me a bruised banana. Do you not like your daughter? I mean, I'm gonna get sick and everything." She walks off, and I'm just like, it was like you told me the story about like Lydia.
Yeah.
Little did you know there was a camera filming. She put a hit in
Sure
the
she
thing,
did.
and she's working on a reel right
Turned
now.
to the side, and went ta-da.
Does the bow.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I get that knucklehead.
I know. So we'll close out the show with those 2 impressions.
Yeah.
But
And we'll
let's,
wait for Kate.
let's go back. Yeah, and Kate will get the
That's
other.
gonna be next week. So
Next week. Dexter's Labrador. Hey, Ben, who's not here, watched backstage this morning, and you couldn't talk about it then, so I'll bring up now. How great is Running Scared? And poor Ben is not here. So
He likes that Paul Walker movie for some reason. I did not
a
like
lot of
that
people
movie.
like that movie too. Speaking of backstage, by the way, I'm halfway through. It's great. It's great. It's a great episode.
Okay.
I'm going to choke you all out. You keep cursing on that.
I know.
show,
I'm
though.
sorry.
I'm gonna
We're
kill you
all sorry. Yeah.
It's like you can't help yourselves.
It's the heat of battle.
Yeah, this show. But
you're
this is what you're on this. If you weren't on this show, then I would understand. But like you can drop fucking f-bombs all day
I know.
long.
You're right. You're right.
I feel
get out
bad
of your
for
system.
everyone that bought advance tickets for Bond. Are they screwed now?
That's a good
Refund?
question.
Oh, that's
Or
a good
push
question.
tickets to November? This is why I don't do advance tickets.
Great question.
a fair point.
By Hotel
They
Nerdy.
honor those.
Yeah, the question on the table for
Yeah.
is the advanced tickets. Like how that's got to be able, it pushes back to November, right? But the question is, where you're sitting and if you're available on a particular day, that's got to be a pain in the ass for the theaters. Holy shit!
And nothing
They
says
should refund it just because of all the things you said. It's
would.
like might not be available
would,
that day
yeah.
where you're sitting, all that.
Yeah, when did the pre-sale go on? When did it happen?
That's funny. Yeah, pretty recently. I got an
Yeah.
alert from my
This-
Fandango app.
When I looked it up, they literally had tickets like on sale still.
What a
right now.
disaster that is! I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you're right. It's probably why I never do pre-sale. By the way.
Yeah.
I'll get tickets when I get tickets.
When was the last time? When's the last time you had to wait in line for a movie?
Yeah.
Been a
Yeah,
bit.
Oh,
Christian.
Yeah.
I mean, Joker. I think.
Answer the fucking question.
I think it was Joker.
Illuminate us.
Yeah, I think I got tickets for that. I don't remember. I don't know.
You just saunter into all the screenings.
I do song. I got. That's why I have to start sending people from this show to the screenings.
Please say I do saunter.
Yeah, I do saunter.
I do saunter, man.
The way back came out. And
Yes!
I really wanted to see it,
I
and
wanna
I didn't
see
go
it.
to a screening last night. I got to start sending you the screenings. I'll start
please.
sending you because I'm missing all. I'm missing everything now.
Yeah,
I just
'cause
can't do it.
I'm
It's too much
lobbying-
shit I got to do, guys.
I'm lobbying these publicists to send me because Outlaw Nation's not big enough of,
No, it's
of
not.
an outlet, so I'm lobbying them like crazy, and they're like, "No, it's true. I don't lie." And they were like, "You'll go to the premiere. You'll go to the screening," and nothing. And then I emailed her, and she's like, "Well, I can do the pay for your ticket to go on Thursday." I'm like, I want to go to these screenings. Yeah. So yeah,
I'll send you.
All right.
It just means you stop cursing on the fucking.
Yes, dear.
Okay.
Yes, Dad.
Yes, thank you so much.
I eat the bruised banana.
Farts. All right. Eat the bruised banana. Igla! Can you explain?
Igla.
Yeah, Igla came in here.
Holy
Can
shit.
you explain why you decided not to award points to the losing player in a title match if they're in the same faction? If they deserve to be there and not fall through the ranks. Well, I got a better one that's going to drive everybody even more nuts here. To get a title shot, don't they deserve the points? I'm getting rid of it completely.
Oh.
No faction's going to get the number one contender thing. It's too sloppy. So
what are you getting rid of?
So if it's whoever wins. If you go same way that it's a regular singles match. If you go into a singles match, if you play you today, winner gets the points. There is no number one contender thing. It's too sloppy. It's too much. So there is no number one contender.
So even for a title match,
nothing. It's just you. The winning. You
whoever
win or
wins
lose.
gets the 3 points.
That's it. There is no number one contender.
I think that's fair.
It's gone in general because it also wasn't fair to just to take away from you guys. To take away from factions. It's just and we've only had one title match so far this year, so it was enough to say it's just not happening. It's just not a thing. There's no point for a number one contender match because the other problem is if like you look at like the free for all, right? Someone could win the free for all that is a rookie, right? And that person's going to get a point for never even playing a match. If they go into the thing, if they lose, that's not. It's not. They So no, we're not gonna award that at all.
Okay. I think that's fair, actually.
Yeah. So that's how it's gonna work. Videos by Andrew. Good for you. I love Andrew. Good for you. Don't be public about that stuff.
Oh, boy.
That's Andrew doing that.
Are we ending the show?
No.
What just happened?
He just hit the. He hit the music.
Oh, man.
hysterical.
Like a well-oiled machine.
Oh, you're not going to answer Andrew's question? End the show.
Yeah. No, that's it. No. Okay. So that's the answer to that rule.
There you go.
It's not going to happen anymore.
Good.
So,
All right.
and for dinner. He asks, "What's for dinner tonight?" Thank you so much. God, these are the ones that I always.
Oh boy, here you go.
Squirt till it hurts. With it being, oh no, I can't. I can't read
This
that.
is the show. Watch
I can't.
Brett, dance. Do something.
I'm not reading that one. I'm not reading that one.
Hey, if you could send something in that'll make us not read
I'm not
something,
reading.
Then you should probably go to therapy. Is that right?
If Kate was in here, I'd let her read it, but I'm not reading that one. Sir Lord Attenborough. Hey, all, happy Wednesday from sunny Chicago. Can't watch it live, but just curious if you think Bond was pushed back to be in the running for award season, considering it's Craig's last one. I'm sure that could possibly be part of it.
I was going to bring that up because Rami Malek's in this thing, Lashana Lynch is in this thing. Bond never gets nominated for an Oscar.
Can I get angry,
the film
Reilly,
could be good
Patty
enough.
Boy, and Richard telling Luke that they all have taken a paternity test and that one of them might be his father?
All right, this one I like. All right, this one I like.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not in it.
Let's do
get it my wand.
Angry Reilly, Patty Boy, and Richard telling Luke. Okay. All right.
Garbage.
All right. Let's see.
Paternity
what
test.
song? Let's do a. That's fine. That's fine. Use that.
I don't know.
I'll start with it. Hey, Luke.
Ben said gone for a day and Rocha gets screenings. It's okay, Ben. Kristian feels bad for Rocha going 4th round.
Right.
Also, Ben, you get to see the fishes in tanks with Sabrina, so you win either way.
Hotel is.
Ben's not here, Hotel, and Hotel's really.
He's bringing it today.
Yeah, he really is.
Is he tank fishing today? Is that what?
Wait a minute. Weren't they supposed to go to the aquarium?
Is that today?
So wait a minute. Are they there right now?
I don't know.
Don't lie to me.
I don't fucking know.
Don't put the camera on yourself.
I don't know.
You better
Call him right now. Call him right now.
Are you telling me that he took the day off to go to the aquarium with Sabrina? Is that what happened?
Don't ask me. I don't know.
You do know. Don't lie to me. Put the camera on yourself.
You can't even lie,
Put
RB3.
the camera on yourself.
I ain't snitching. You know what the fuck's going on?
I love it.
Call him up right now. Call him up
RB is the
because he's
best.
moderating right now.
RB don't snitch.
He's moderating.
He was moderating the chat, so I know he's
Just got
watching.
here and need to say this. In this coronavirus outbreak,
Tim.
everyone please wash your hands and
Agreed.
don't pick your nose.
Also agreed.
If this Bond film being pushed back isn't a realization that this pandemic is real, I don't know what will.
Tim, that isn't the reason they pushed it back.
Yeah, but he's not wrong.
Right.
He's
About
not
washing
wrong
hands.
though. I mean,
Sure, people are freaking
but
out.
there's other things that are being pushed back, and there's other things that if it's not Bond, he's not
Mulan
wrong.
is the big one that's being
Yeah,
asked
that's
about.
what I mean. Oh,
I
Mission
was really
Impossible.
looking forward to watching Bond
coming
25
in
on
quick,
April
man.
10th, which is my birthday.
Oh.
Thankfully, it's my 21st, so I'll probably just get blackout drunk and stuff.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go, Lucas.
Responsible.
So Ben Goddard is what?
Do you really want me to call him?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, you gotta call him.
Yeah, I want you to call.
It's
him.
good radio.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you see if Sabrina's around? Let's call Sabrina.
All right,
Let's call-
She's
yeah,
probably
okay.
driving
All
while
right.
he moderates the chat.
One of them has
Hold
a
on second.
phone,
Hold on,
right?
hold on.
I'm not at the aquarium.
You liar! You liar! You're in the car.
Are you sure you're not at the aquarium?
I'm literally moderating chat right now.
What, were you supposed to go to the aquarium today? Because you said yesterday on the show you were supposed to go to the aquarium today.
I texted Sabrina and we're going to reschedule.
Right.
I had a serious phone call and I have to kind of be on standby.
Okay.
For my friends.
All right. That's all. You don't have to give details. That's okay. All right. Okay. I just want. All right. Because.
You sons of bitches. I'm fucking working still.
If anyone sees Ben at the aquarium today, you take a picture.
Yes, please take pictures of Ben if you see him at the aquarium today. All right, fine.
Yeah, the aquarium's going to get like 800 tickets sold.
All right. Go do your thing. I just wanted to see if we could catch you in the line. All right.
Ben, fishing tanks.
Is that the Long Beach Aquarium?
Yeah. He's supposed to go to the aquarium.
Oh, no, I thought it was Monterey.
No, Monterey.
I think
Monterey. 6-hour drive.
Yeah. So he canceled. He canceled on Sabrina. Yeah. But I understand why.
Never cancel on the first date, man.
No. Well, she's gone.
Oh,
she's
that's
on
a thing,
tomorrow.
huh?
Well, no, I mean, if he's...
I told you. I've told this joke before and said it was a true story. I once canceled a date because I was halfway through Battlestar Galactica. I was so locked in. I had told the girl too. I was so locked in.
I'm sorry, I can't come. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got to finish this thing.
I can't. I had to finish it.
I need to know who's a Cylon.
I had to finish it. I used to tell that joke all the time. Okay, let's go back over to those. So let's get to the. I don't want to be too backed up on these impressions. So we have like 80 of them. Let's start. Put the Irish one on. Right.
Turn off the Schmoedown.
Turning off the Schmoedown? Oh yeah, for right now. Okay.
What are we doing here?
I'll start.
Wait a minute.
I'll start. You want?
Why are we here?
Hey Luke.
Hey,
listen, I gotta sit you down for a little situation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is about the Tosh converters?
It's not about the converters.
Fucking sit down for this, asshole.
Listen. We had Maury Povich come in the other day, and he gave us a little something to piss in. So I pissed right next to the Giants helmet, and then I gave it to a doctor. I said, "You're not gonna check my ass, are you?" And he said, "No, of course not. Just piss in this thing. I'm gonna tell you if you're Luke's father."
What? Are we doing this now?
All right, you guys are taking too long. Listen, Vader's your fucking dad, okay? You're fucked.
Doug Vader's my father? I didn't have a father.
Put the camera on yourself.
Where's Uncle Luke? Where's the blue milk? Does he have blue milk?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Is it the Tashi station?
Here's the other thing. Your uncle is a fucking liar.
Who?
Yeah. He's an asshole.
He's a liar.
Motherfucking asshole
There's
liar.
no such thing as a moisture farmer.
So there's no such thing as Tashi converters?
No. He's been selling weed the whole time. He just sent you away while he's doing his deals.
Yeah.
You moron, Luke.
I can't take it. His face. It should be considered a crime when the camera is not on you when you're doing that impression.
He just lights
up and he's like, "There's no Tashi converters." Oh my God, it's amazing.
Darth Vader's my dad.
I love you so much, RB3. You really are a treasure. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Sir Lord Attenborough, after Bruce Campbell's endorsement, do you see CM Punk? He didn't give him the endorsement.
Yes, he did.
He did. Wait a minute. As the new Ash in the role is recast, seems like a lot of fans, primarily WWE fans, want Punk to play the iconic role. Wait a minute. So what I saw that that he tweeted out. People kept talking about how they wanted CM Punk as Ash, and he said, "Look, he could. I love the guy. I think the guy's great. I think he could do this, and this. But there's only one Ash, and it's reserved." Mm-hmm. That's what I saw. I saw that he wasn't. I saw he wasn't endorsing him for the role. He was endorsing him as an actor and saying he's good, he's talented, but there's only one Ash from what I saw.
Okay.
So I didn't see the endorsement there, but
you're right.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't endorse it.
I thought it was. Yeah, well, that's my bad.
Yeah.
I glanced at it and I went, "Oh, look at that."
He didn't endorse him. He said no. That he's very protective of that role, as he should be.
Oh, yeah. And there's talk that there might be another Evil Dead movie with Ash, with Bruce Campbell.
I don't think he needs to. I don't want to see anybody else's. It's when Bruce Campbell wants to play the character. If he wants to play Ash, then I don't want to see anybody else do it. And I like CM Punk. I think I just had this conversation with somebody recently. I don't know what happened in that room with me, Roxy, and him, but like he opened up to us, and because I heard all these things before he came in. He's a tough interview.
Right.
He's gonna be a dick to you. You're not gonna like him. And I couldn't. It was the exact opposite. Like afterwards, he's like, "Yeah, I'd like talking to you guys. You guys just talk to me like a human being."
Yeah.
And that was it. And we talked to him for over an hour, and like we got some really good things. It was a great interview. I dug talking to that dude, man. So
God, doesn't that feel like 30 years ago?
Feels like a long time ago, for sure. See that guy over there?
Yeah, I see him.
Hello, SEN crew. If you told me that Joker would make more money than 2 of Disney's franchises in Toy Story 4 and The Rise of Skywalker, I would have called you crazy. Yet, here we are. Also, which movies do you think can hit $1 billion this year? Well, let's bring up a list of the movies that are coming out.
The Eternals.
You think it's going to hit $1 billion?
Good.
I think any Marvel movie's probably
any Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's Marvel right now. Yes.
I don't know about that because
It's untested. Not a lot of people, but it's Marvel.
But I don't know if that's a sure shot, and I'll tell you why. Because the Marvel movies that were coming out were all leading to something. They were all leading to Endgame, right? So you felt like you had to watch it to be caught up.
Yeah.
Now I know that that's the plan for this one. Also, is where it's going to lead to. But I wonder if do you guys think that Black Widow's going to hit $1 billion?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it could.
I think so. Yeah,
I guess
I
it's
don't
possible.
know.
I mean, shit, Captain Marvel did too, and so did
That's where I'm going.
Aladdin.
Captain Marvel did.
Aladdin did.
And I know there is an Endgame connection there because it's set up. Infinity War set up Captain Marvel. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't bet out Marvel because if this Eternals movie does, let's say it introduces the X-Men at the end as a post-credit scene. People are going to be talking about it. If it's really, really good, people are talking about it going, Marvel, all these things, it could hit $1 billion.
I think Eternals has a better shot at hitting $1 billion than Black Widow.
You think so?
I think because I think people are
Even if it's a
still
proven
I think
character?
people are still on the fence about a Black Widow solo movie, and I think and this is my opinion. It's not my opinion, but I think what I'm seeing, the analysis of what I'm seeing. I don't see that great, overwhelming, like, oh, I can't wait to see this in mass.
Right.
I see people excited, but I don't see people going
You think
in mass.
but Captain Marvel was one too.
Yeah, but Captain Marvel had the Endgame connection. Plus, she hadn't played the character before, so people were curious to see
how it
what
was
she'd
gonna
look
go.
like.
Yeah.
Well, we've had Black Widow for like 12 years, so I
that's-
don't know.
but that's
I
why I
worry
think-
about it. That's my.
I don't know. It
I'm
looks like
with
a
you, too.
badass action movie. I mean,
it looks great, but you also know the outcome of the character.
Right.
So it
Darth
does take a
Snakes
little.
is his true father, and he's taking away RB3 Luke's Tosh converters.
Luke finding out that John Voight Brett. We're gonna have to do all 3 of these at the end because I want to get through this discussion too. So RB3, you have a lock on all the impressions that we're missing so far.
Yeah,
all right, let's get all of them. We'll do all of them.
We'll
at
just
the end.
smash them all together.
We'll do them
We'll do a
all.
30-minute.
I want to make sure because it's one of the things that I was
Yes.
listening. Well, I was listening to the audience too. So we'll get through these conversations. We'll get through the questions.
And
we'll
we're
talk.
still trying. It's a tough thing to navigate.
Yeah,
This,
but
you know?
I also want to do it to where I don't want to. The audience that's just listening, I don't want them to be bombarded with the impressions over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I want to be able to have a conversation first, and then at the end, we'll make sure that these people get what they asked for.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that have a potential to hit $1 billion.
What do you got? Hit me.
Calling it now Black Widow tanks for Marvel
Tanks?
standards.
Nah.
They aren't promoting heavy like they normally do either.
It's definitely not going to tank.
They
It's
don't
the
need
first
to.
big
Promoting,
movie.
I mean,
Sounds like
it's,
a
you know,
bathroom
yeah,
time
bit.
moment.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so they have Wonder Woman 1984.
That's got a shot.
That's yeah,
I
definitely.
think a guarantee is Minions 2. I think that's definitely
billion?
$1 billion. Oh, for
Really?
sure. For
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Minions, yeah.
Minions 1 did. What did Minions 1
Hey
Minions
all,
1 do?
I was at
Almost
the
$1
event in
billion.
Atlanta. Thank you for one of the best nights of my life.
Thank you, Josh.
I've been to the Rumble and MSG and 2 Manias, and they honestly paled in comparison
Wow.
to Saturday.
That's very high
was
praise.
rooting for the losing player, but either way, exchange for a life.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Josh.
I'm glad. I mean, the energy did feel pretty reminiscent to a wrestling match when I was there, and I was excited about that. And I think,
Incredible
and if
event.
you think that was something, you wait until the free for all.
Oh, yeah.
40 competitors, March 21st. March 21st, downtown LA, starts at 1 p.m. The free for all is one of the best events that we do. It is it's going to be amazing. You don't know who's going to show up. Might be some surprise competitors. Might
And
be,
where?
And where?
What number?
That's right. The Schmoedownlive.com.
Oh.
The winner of that event gets a title shot of their choosing. The loser will get an opponent's choice to use at any time that they want in any match within a year, actually, of winning the being MVP of the free for all. Okay, so we had Wonder Woman. You think that Minions 2 could do it?
I think Minions 2 could do it. Tenet is also a contender, I think, as well.
Tenet.
Tenet for $1 billion? No chance.
The Nolan film?
Yeah, no
the
chance.
Nolan one. I think there's a chance because I think
$1 billion?
His Inception overperformed. They made like $820 million worldwide.
Is that what it did? It make 820?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that to make sure.
Well, when does that movie?
But that also had DiCaprio. Who's the lead in this one?
John David Washington.
And I don't think
he's not there yet.
Yeah, Pattinson maybe, but I don't think
both of those guys aren't
either one
there
had the footprint that DiCaprio has.
Not
so
yet.
I don't know.
But I don't know.
And of course, Eternals, like mentioned.
Yeah.
I think Bond has a good chance.
I think
too.
Bond has a really good chance.
Yeah.
Depending on maybe Billion's not as hard to hit for these
Fast
big movies.
9.
Fast 9's
That's definitely crossing $1 billion.
Fast 9's got a shot.
No question.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Yeah. It's a lot of $1 billion potential.
I think Black Widow's going to depend on the reviews.
Yeah.
If the reviews are half and half, then I think it's not going to cross $1 billion.
Kristian Alante says Kristian has talked a lot about how New York subways are completely filthy. How ironic is it that it takes coronavirus for the MTA to finally announce a plan to clean all trains every 72 hours? No shit. I'll still be using a city bike instead of a subway for now. Yeah, those things are horrible. That's why remember that guy who licked the subway pole?
God.
The guy got so many different diseases in one stroke of his tongue. Damon's ass is one of the things here. Don't you want me, Rocha? Don't you want me, so? That's pretty fun. Sir Lord Attenborough. Kristian, how about this for a future throwdown match? Rocha versus Smets versus Sullivan in a triple threat Star Wars match. Winner faces Damon for the Star Wars title at Celebration. Do it. I don't think Rocha's ready. Rocha doesn't get a number one contender match for Star Wars. But you guys, look, and I know Andrew's listening right now, too. You guys keep talking about how Andrew DeMolante is going to play Sullivan next. DeMolante's 0-2.
Yeah, he's 0-2.
He's 0-2. He needs to fight back. In the Star Wars division, you're not going to have to fight that many, but you're playing against people that, it's tough. So
Thoughts on the MLB pitcher telling the batter what pitches he is going to throw him and still smoke the batter? If that's not cocky and impressive, I do not know what is.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
It's so great.
It's great.
And I'm just like, this is... Once again, this is how you change the game. You play this. Look, let me show you. When you don't have the signals, this is how good I can be when you're not being tipped off about what's coming down the pike. Yeah. So I loved it. I thought it was brilliant.
But going back to DeMolante,
I just listened to yesterday's show and wanted to say thank you for brightening my day.
Thank you, Josh.
My wife and I lost our German Shepherd and are devastated. Hearing Mark and Kristian impersonate each other was hilarious and brought a smile to my face.
I'm happy to hear.
Love you all.
Sorry to hear what you lost, Josh. Sorry. But man, listen, I'm glad we brought some laughs to you for sure.
And I'm not trying to compare this to a different show we did. But we have I get so many nice people, and it's and saying that we bring them joy and that we're this is really becoming something.
Yes. Well, this is why. So I saw two posts. I saw one, and people asked me on air.
I'm wondering if these $1 billion potentials are also taking into consideration the possible damage from the coronavirus outbreak.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I forgot to mention Mulan too.
Mulan. Yeah.
Mulan. I don't think so now.
Because of China, yeah.
But yeah, man, it's absolutely it's tough. But you were saying
I got birthday greetings that made me cry.
No, it's great. And there were two things that came in. One, someone asked me where, because YouTube's doing this whole thing right now where and I got some message from them. They're cleaning up the entire you get these accounts that are no longer active anymore. So YouTube sent out this big email and said you're going to see a loss of subscribers. And I said, sure. So there's been big drops from a bunch of different people. And so then I saw some guys like, why are they losing subscribers? And I was like, first of all, even if it wasn't the YouTube algorithm, as long as the people who watch the show are the ones are happy, I'm more concerned about. I think that this community that we have right now, this is the most positive. I was thinking about the other day. I have never been I was watching this stupid Bachelor special with my wife last night, right? And they were talking about these hateful comments and these things this hate that all the Bachelor people were getting, and I said to myself, well. And I don't know if it was desensitized from it because we've been dealing with this shit for so long in this space that these people were new to it. And that they were getting all these hateful things. I've gotten,
and women do get hit harder.
Absolutely, 100%. But I'm just saying they were new to the space.
Yeah.
So to them, there was this was this
fresh. It can be shocking.
It was this fresh new thing. Like I said, I've gotten death threats. Like when my brother passed, some guy made accounts about his name.
Cal,
it was all this shit.
That happened with Cal.
It's just horrible shit that you go through, and stuff that people don't understand when you're in the space. But I haven't seen that on SEN Live. I haven't seen that since I've been doing this because, there is that kind of stuff. I have no problem. I've always said this isn't censorship. I will take you by your pants and throw you out of my store. I don't need you as a subscriber. That's why when people are coming in and say, "Oh, I don't want you to do this." I don't need you as a subscriber. I don't need you as a fan. If you're like, "Well, I choose to be your fan and I'm doing this, so I can scream and yell." No, you can't.
No,
because I can choose to throw you out because I like the Tim Sims of the world. I like the hotel nerds of the world and the people like shit. Like somebody, if I go right now into this chat room and they're talking about somebody like Paul Denuzio, right?
Yep.
You look at JP Wiggins. You know,
these are all names I recognize that are so wonderful.
Yeah.
And
they are so positive.
They say it's
They're
a
so
group
nice.
of people just sitting in a room,
Yeah.
like joking with each other, but it's a group of people online and
Yeah.
in the room.
Yeah.
That's the format.
Matt Link, you know, like it's
Matt Link,
Turn Batman, all these people, like Chris Adams, the Adams boys, you know, for
ZM
coming in here. These guys are like, you know, this to me is the community that I like to hear and like to see, and it's so I don't give a shit about it as long as those fans are the ones that want to keep coming back and listening to it, and we're their morning show, and we're the ones that they're having fun with, and we're doing the right.
And you know what I've noticed with like negative comments, they're
haters. Fuck them all.
That's right. Thank you, Prince. I wasn't promised.
But they're like, now, Kristian, no offense, I think maybe if you adjusted the, like, they're really giving
They're having
you,
conversations.
Yeah, and
I like conversations. Like
I was talking about that last night on Cantina. I know you couldn't make it, but I pulled a Patreon member on the show with me, and we were talking and I saw every once in a while I still get that like Collider's shilling right now, and my moderators go,
dude, I don't have to deal
get
with
the
that shit
fuck out
anymore. I love it
because I love it. I gave them that
But
power.
I'll tell you the one thing, and I know that you still handle it, and you guys are, and you and Ken are great. The smartest thing I ever did was to stop doing a Star Wars show. It was the smartest thing I ever did.
I know you were burnt.
It wasn't I was burnt out. I still love Star Wars. I was,
No.
I was burnt.
I know you love Star Wars.
Community and talking about it and all that stuff. I was just done with it, and it's the smartest thing ever because I haven't seen that. I know it's out there. I know that all that hatred stuff is out there too. I don't deal with it over here. I don't deal with it at the Schmoedown. So. The example of there's criticism, which criticism is exactly what you were just talking about, right? When someone says, "Hey, listen, there's certain things that I didn't really like, and I'll tell you why I didn't like them." Have those conversations. That's criticism.
And you've made the adjustments.
Yes,
because they came at you in a way that wasn't just
having
like
a conversation that makes
fucking stupid.
Because that's the one that gets me though. I had a conversation with this one guy. He's like, "Oh, you know, you gotta understand that you got to be able to take criticism." Like, dude, when you're doing like comments of saying this sucks, that's not criticism.
That's not.
That's just spurting things out. That's not what is the criticism? A criticism is, I didn't like this particular thing because I felt boom. And I don't have to agree with your criticism, but if it's respectful criticism, then it works out. And then it's like, okay, well, you make some valid points. I don't agree with you, but you can have an actual conversation about it.
I always find that people who say that, like, you need to learn to take criticism, are the most sensitive ones ever who can't take it themselves.
Yeah.
And one thing I've always learned being on the online communities.
Kristian, thank you for referring Ford v Ferrari. I saw it and I loved
Great
it.
movie.
It's a shame my father passed before we could watch it together. He had a Shelby, and the joy we see in RB3's face is how my dad's eyes would light up when he would talk about cars.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
You're saying
no, I'm just saying,
thank you
like,
for that nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
For every one negative person, there's 10 people right behind
Yes.
them waiting to subscribe.
Absolutely.
So you kick out the one, and the 10 slide right into that slot, and they all
Exactly,
think,
dude.
and those negative people think that
Kristian,
their
even if we
subscription
give
is so
you
much
shit, it's in
important.
fun and never with malice. We are family here. People that don't like that are sad, pathetic individuals. Love the Rocha jokes about being old.
Yes, exactly.
I still gotta
No,
ask
jokes
you.
about me being old?
Yeah, you're right. You forget about him because you're old.
That's right.
I need to ask you off air because I think we're closer than I think.
I have ODD.
But I think you look younger than you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. This is why I can roll with the jokes.
Because you are
Yeah.
genuine
Georgie,
and
thank you.
amazing. We are one big family here. Brett is top level human. Rocha is Steph also in my top 4.
Top 4. Gamma Comics Collectibles. Man, I got to say, it's a real sausage party in here today.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It
Love
happened.
you guys. Rocha, you're the man. Brett, I need to meet you before I die. You're too fucking funny.
Jeez.
Reilly, you're a good dude. RB3 is the truth.
Thank you.
Harloff, well, you're just Harloff. Thank you.
Oh,
Just kidding. You to go. I love that. Giancarlo Jr. was summoned for jury duty this morning. First time doing this. Was really excited, but as I checked in with the clerk, they had told me I was excused and I could leave. I asked why, and they said the judge is not in. He's spending his morning with the outlaw.
Oh,
There you go.
thank you. That's very
I
kind.
was like, oh, this is all. Oh, you got me.
Almost, there you go. Pink Sweets. Hope I'm not annoying you, but whenever you have sponsors, link them in your
Moonlight glosses over the sky. Things in the distance go awry.
Okay.
With little time left, Haste I shall speak.
Look at you.
Though all seems bleak,
Every
doth taketh solace in the knowing of we are subscribed to the meaning of. Love you guys. Glad I caught up on Schmoedown.
I like this very creative Edgar Allan Poe type thing. Pink Sweet said, I hope I'm not annoying you guys, but whenever you have sponsors, link them in your description. I thought that Ben Goddard was doing that.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure
Fuck
that we do
these
it.
haters, man. They hate themselves, so they take it on other people. They all getting horse heads. Hashtag the family.
No, but Pink
I mean, that's a bit much. But
Pink Sweets is right. You're right. We should be doing that. I thought that we were.
And you know what's funny
It
about
helps
our
to remember the
sponsors?
promo code too, and the SEN Live patron. Brett, you look good in red. So the code for Manscaped, by the way, is we're trying to figure it out because I was told one thing. It's one of these three. It's either well, because I was trying to. Because I asked
roulette
it's
game.
it's either all caps SEN Live 20 or no caps SEN Live 20 or SEN Live 20 with a period. So I'm also got to figure out with Goddard and find out what it is because people have been writing me and saying it's not working. So double check.
Are we still doing the CBD or?
Yeah.
Because I pitched that to my friend. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, use the code. You know, so I'm actually selling it outside of the show.
Absolutely.
Nice.
ZCM Zombie Custom Maps, Kristian, you should definitely collaborate with the Impractical Jokers with the Skybound partnership. Those dudes are the best. I love Impractical Jokers.
And they've got a movie out right now.
They do.
Yes.
So, but Murph actually follows us. Follows the Schmoedown. So I've been in contact with him trying to figure out if we can do something. Darth the Dad. Kristian, if I send you some juicy juice, will you? No, I'm not doing that one. Fantastic Beefs. What is everyone's favorite reinforcements arrive scene? For instance, the portal scene in Endgame. Mine is the scene at the end of the Two Towers with Gandalf and Rohan arriving last minute and charging down the mountain. Chills every time. That's a pretty good reinforcements arrive scene.
Oh, I got mine.
Triple.
Favorite ever is Infinity War when Thor and Rocket and Groot show up.
Oh, in
at
the
the end of
first
Wakanda. Oh. I love it. The music, Sylvester's score. Freaking, he gets Stormbreaker. It's just like that moment. He goes, "Bring me Thanos," and it just fucking turns. It's great.
Trying to think.
I gotta say one. Triple X. The third one when Ice Cube comes out with the rocket launcher.
Oh, that's those probably. I don't know. I gotta think about that. I'm not sure.
Oh, I think best ever is Han Solo arriving to save Luke.
Right.
That's a
and
good
New
one.
Hope. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. All right.
I'll agree with the Lord of the Rings one. That's still
that's
just
pretty
the visual aspect of
You
it.
never give the Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings props.
So that was a great scene.
I love those.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh shoot.
What?
SEN Live in the Schmoedown has been what's kept me going through an extremely tough year of unemployment and severe depression.
Oh, man.
I credit this content with helping me maintain positivity. Proud to support new Patreon of the $10 level. Love you all.
Wow.
Love you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. That's really nice. And I just saw a question that came in, and I realized that I have to cancel a guest on Friday, which sucks. Ramon Fritz, hey all, can't join SEN Live.
Can I please get Al Pacino and Angry Reilly discussing the fact that in Pokemon Black and White there's a man giving away free sand to children while standing in the middle of the faking desert, wearing a black suit and sunglasses?
What?
All right, here. So,
Sure, let's go.
I got it. All right. Hey, Riley.
What's up, Pacino?
I got a problem.
I got a problem too.
The reason this community works and is growing is
We'll just
because
put a
of the
pin in
honest
that.
appreciation you guys
turn
have
this
for us
down.
as well. When I saw Rocha in Atlanta, the look of recognition and joy on his face when he saw me made my weekend.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
Jay was
you.
great.
All right, thank you, Jay. Let's turn it down. all
It's
right?
amazing. We have to shut the schmo.
I know. All right.
Back at it, huh?
We got an issue.
What the fuck?
Big issue.
It's something.
You saw it.
I did.
You saw it.
I know.
There's a guy
Fucking this dickhead.
standing around
Yeah.
giving out sand.
I have no idea why somebody would want to fucking give away sand.
To
What are these
kiddies.
motherfuckers? Anakin Skywalker?
Why are the police not picking this guy up? He's out there with a trench coat. And he's got a bag of sand.
Yeah.
First of all, how do we know it's sand? Could be anything. Could be a damn bear in a bag.
Golden rule, never trust somebody with a trench coat.
And what the fuck is a Pokemon? What is it?
No idea. None.
If you'd done your research, you'd know that it means pocket monster.
What the fuck is this guy?
I don't know. He popped in there. All right.
Yeah, so we missed a couple, but I could run them back.
Yeah, let's
So
do
what,
it.
the Schmobots?
Yeah, I could repeat them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so let me get them down.
Sorry.
Oh,
guys.
ones that came in while we
My
were doing
dad
okay.
always told
that's
me to
okay.
dress for the job I want, not the job I have. Now I'm sitting in HR dressed as Thor.
That's Hotel Nerd is a clever motherfucker.
Yeah.
I like Hotel Nerd. All right.
And this was the second one?
Yes, sir.
1 second.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
We can't figure it out.
It's not going in.
All right, that's what she said.
Okay.
So haven't you have 4 assholes?
None of us have ever heard that.
Here you go.
John is a warm soul. Brett is a joy. Mark is positive spirit. Kristian is a leader. RB3 is sunshine. I love SEN and MTS community. They helped me when my wonderful husband recovery of surgery.
Thank you, Laura. That was very nice. I really appreciate that. That's very nice. See, I like these nice comments. I like these things. This to me puts a smile. I don't leave this show with a bad.
All my favorite
smile.
men. John is a warm soul. Brett is a joy.
You want to hear that again,
Mark is
Arby?
positive spirit. Kristian is a leader. RB3 is sunshine. I love SEN and MTS community. They helped me when my wonderful husband recovery of surgery.
It's actually nice to hear it again. Thank you. Hey, you got
it was very nice. No, it was very nice of you. I appreciate it. But I leave here with a smile on my face every day. And so this is one. ZCM Zombie Custom Maps. Is Corey Coleman coming on to SEN this week since he's coming to LA for the MJ musical? So that was the plan. The only thing, what we could do, because I was supposed to run the Atlanta event at the same time, but I was also another meeting. I don't know, because maybe having. Are you available on Friday?
What time?
The SEN?
Well, because you were running the SEN show. You're running the SEN show.
Yeah, I would push that back because I
it's
do
a
want
5
Corey.
a.m. live.
I do want Corey in, but I also don't know if it's. I'm gonna reach out to Corey today and see if he's available.
Why don't you
tomorrow.
figure out? Let me know.
Let me.
I can be available.
Yeah,
just let me know.
Rocha,
and I had my kid dropped off. So if you need, let
me figure it out because it's hard. It's hard to do it.
Rocha, you remember when you said Martin? When you asked me if Martin was my dad at the Schmoedown match that one
Martin?
time?
Martin's part of
Double Toasted.
Part of He's Corey's
yeah. That was good because I was like, they were like so similar.
Yeah,
they were so similar.
Why? Because we have the same skin color.
Yeah, right. That's what it is.
That's what you should have said. You should have said no. It's not why you thought. It's because you're black.
I've been black friends longer than you've been alive. What are you talking about?
Oh shit! Do John Boy.
Someone's coming in.
Sorry I haven't been able to contribute that much. This show and you guys are amazing. You make my afternoon so much better.
Thank you, Brian.
#Finstock Exchange.
All right, so
and I'll say, don't apologize for not being. I mean, you're doing what you can.
Yeah,
and like Kristian said, go to the podcast and to give.
If that's a way for people who are saying, I can't donate and I can't do this. Look, you want to do something that'll help the show. Open up a tab right now and on your computer and go to Apple Podcasts. Right. Bring up the SEN Live. You have over 1,000 ratings and stuff over there. Yeah. Rate the show. Leave a comment over there. That helps tremendously. If you're watching right now, click a like on this episode. Leave a comment on the episode. Those things help tremendously. So it's like it's for people who say, "Well, I can't donate." Well, that's a way to donate. Also, it's just if and especially for the Apple Podcast, it helps, and that's why we're able to get the sponsors like. Manscaped and all these Feels and all these other things. And we have some more people that are interested because you guys are using those promo codes. You're going over there. You're sharing the episodes. You're leaving comments. That's what's very helpful.
It's active followers. It's not just numbers.
Totally. So that last robot that came in there, Anaconda, then Patty Boy, and who was it? Was it Richard? Who was it?
Al Pacino.
It was Pacino, and they were doing trying to rid the world of snakes. So Pacino will be the leader, I guess. All right, we'll do it.
All right, I'm going to use the John Voight music.
Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, boys, we got a mission. There's something out there that we got to figure out. I'm looking everywhere on Instagram. People charming snakes. People think I got a snake on a pole. Gonna get me a lot of followers. What they don't realize, snakes are the devil.
Yes. They messing around with not a good thing. I tell you this.
How do we get them?
You know that, Anaconda Brand, because you know what snakes can do.
Yeah.
You've been inside one.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
You know what it's like in your own mind.
And I got an idea. We give all of the snakes a coronavirus.
What? How are you going to do that?
That actually is a horrible idea. Then the snakes will bite people.
That's it. You figure this out. Here's the problem. You've been drinking too much of your own snake juice. Because the problem is, you take one bite. Guess what you got? not a Corona beer. You got a virus right up your ass.
That's right. How big that ass is.
How about we eat the snakes?
That's not a bad idea, actually. I've had snakes before. I love snakes for dinner.
You're talking about a chef over here. Have you seen him on Pollo Loco?
That's right. I'm working on my spoonsmanship all the time. I do some snake tacos.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so there we go. There's still some leftover ones. There's no chance in hell we're getting through all these questions, but that's fine. This is the other thing that to let people know that what I've decided is I don't want to ever taint the vibe of the show, so we're going to go through things when we get them, and if we don't happen to get to all of them today, we'll get to them tomorrow. Adelaide, haven't turned in live in a while. Thoughts on Schmoedown matches you want to see happen that haven't happened yet, or want to see on What If? I think that's one of the reasons that we're pushing them back a little bit, because we'll have more options once the seasons kind of go in, and I know who's available, and because what I also realized with the What If matches is that people are so locked in right now to the actual season itself that to have them start to engage into a what if scenario, I want the season to kind of play out a little bit more, and then I can start sticking people in what if matches. But if I could see one, I don't know if I can get it, but I'd love to get if Clark Wolf would have said Southside with you.
And me and Clark Wolf going at it?
Yeah, for the title.
That'd be great.
It'd be great.
Can you tell Ben not to ban the sex bots from the chat? I finally found a local girl who was ready for live sex chat that likes me. Such a schlong block.
I know.
Could you do the what ifs kind of like made for TV where where they use, this is a dramatization where they get really bad actors to play the people?
Yeah, absolutely. I like that idea. We'd have someone else playing John Rocha.
Kristian, I was the guy on one of the last days at Collider who called in and said Roxy would be better on Live Without You.
Thank you.
You took it in the spirit it was intended that, and you introducing me to the army are the reason I love you guys.
No, thank you, John. Cool. Yes, that's true. Well, look, and Roxy did a very good job on that show after me, and I think that she's a great host, and she was here.
And there was clearly no bad blood. We're all
everybody's
here.
It's true. Yep. All right, Drunk Brit.
Hi.
Fuck Mary Kill Dame edition. Helen Mirren, Judi Dench, and Maggie Smith. I don't know.
Well, you fuck Helen Mirren.
There you go. Look at you. I knew you were going to answer that.
You marry. Who's the other one?
This is for you and you alone.
These are my contemporaries.
Who's the third?
This is exactly. So you're cradle robber. Helen Mirren, Judi Dench, Maggie Smith.
You have sex with Helen Mirren.
Oh, all right.
Right? You marry Judi Dench.
You're on your own.
Mm-hmm. No. You marry Maggie Smith and you kill Judi Dench.
Oh my God! How dare you?
Because Judi Dench is a warrior, so if you kill her, you feel like stronger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel that if I entered your brain, I would say, "Holy shit, what is going?" It's almost like entering The Cell. Remember that movie, The Cell,
with Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah, and Vince Vaughn.
Oh my God, that should be a meme. Like
it's a you inside. You pretend you're going into like this.
She's the Harry Potter lady.
I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate my birthday than watching my favorite show.
Thank you, man.
To mark the 1-year anniversary of Angry Reilly. Can he tell Voight and Pacino about Edge of Tomorrow getting a sequel?
A year ago?
You guys are the fucking best.
Is that a year?
#schlong.
Wow. All right. So tell us. So John Voight. Tell John Voight and Pacino about the sequel.
I'll start this one.
Go ahead. Okay. Let's give the music for John Voight music.
I guarantee you that they are not going to do a sequel of Edge of Tomorrow.
There's no way.
No way.
The first one, they couldn't even figure out what the title was.
They changed the name like 15 times.
They didn't know. Tom Cruise didn't know. No chance it's getting a sequel.
No chance. Breaking news. Edge of Tomorrow is finally getting a fucking sequel.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Okay, there you go.
That's according to fucking Deadline.
Sir Lord Attenborough says, anyone see the new Batmobile? It looks dope.
Yep.
Really getting pumped for the new Batman. I think Pattinson was a great choice. He's such a good actor. Reeves will knock it out of the park. I mean, I like those for sure. We talked about it a little earlier in the show. Patty Boy calling ambulance, put in a Schmoebot. As I like that. And then Hotel Nerd put in a Schmoebot. Sir Lord Attenborough. Kristian, what are the chances that the singles title will be on the line in Chicago? I know that the IG title likely for San Diego Comic-Con, but Chicago is the place for the next big title match, in my opinion. I know it's far out, but, we will sell that MF out. All right, well, there's a lot of things. So the Inner Geekdom title match, I don't necessarily know if it'll be in Comic-Con. I don't know if we're going to be going to Comic-Con to do a match yet. We might do an SEN live there. I don't know yet. We're trying to figure that out. The singles title, well, right now the way it works is that Dan and Ben just played in February, so normally it's about 2 months out. So April would put us into the next one, so it would either be at Houston or a little bit out in May, which would probably put us into whatever that live event is in May. If we do an early June one in Chicago, which is what I'm looking at, then there's a potential. There's a potential there. So, nothing's planned out, but I'm not. Chicago to me, so far the record, both Chicago and New York have pulled off like big records as far as the Schmoedown ticket sales go. Like the first time we were in New York, we sold out in 2 days.
Wow.
And that was 375 tickets. But when we put Chicago on, we sold like 500 tickets in 2 days. But it was a 1,000-seat theater, so we sold it out down the line. So I feel Chicago is going to sell out quick. What is that? Oh, I was like, that's gotta be. I'm like, I hear children.
Yeah, I did too.
It's my children.
Yeah.
I got cornered on the way back. Guess who's kind of I'm like,
Oh yeah, for sure. And did she give you shit about a banana? All right. Hotel Nerd put in a Schmoedown. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then the Prince That Wasn't Promised. Lucas Shashak put in Schmoebots. And ZCM Zombie Custom Maps. What should we call the Italian chef character that Brett portrayed? That would go as non-racist as possible. Let's go Mario.
Mario.
Not even Mario. Mario.
Mario.
Also, I want Kristian to impersonate Mark Ellis many more times. Hey, you never know. Jackson Latner. Did you guys know that Rocha was the oops, someone forgot to boss guy for Minute Maid? What is that?
Oops, someone forgot to boost.
What is that?
It's the campaign that happened about 6 to 8 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that. He brought it up on Chill to Action the other day. Yeah. Subscribe to First Cut and listen to the Meaning of podcast. Is today the day that Ben sees fish in tanks? Well, he's supposed to, but he didn't. How many views does that episode have now?
Which one?
On Call to Action. Can you bring that up?
I don't know.
I don't know. Should be good.
Did you guys subscribe to Call to Action?
It was only 1,200 the other day.
That's not only. That's pretty good.
No,
dude.
that was.
Hi guys, can we get Anaconda Brett, Luke, and Patty Boy buying drapes from Arnold?
Sure.
Love the show today.
Anaconda Brett.
Oh yeah.
Luke and Patty Boy. All right. So Luke, you're gonna buy some. Drapes. Let's Luke ask Arnold first. Luke will walk in and ask Arnold, and please put the camera on yourself. All right, fine. I guess I can start. We have Anaconda Brett, Luke. Patty Boy,
drapes.
I'm drapes from Arnold.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, so put the tape. Ready? Put it on yourself.
Sorry, what's the bid again?
So you're buying drapes from Arnold.
All right, buying drapes from Arnold.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Arnold.
Hey, how are you?
I'm looking for some Tashi converters.
No, we don't have any of those here.
Do you have any drapes?
We do have drapes. The whole store is full of drapes.
Did he match the carpet?
What kind of carpet? Depends. Yeah, if you walking in, if you see, well, are you talking about the purple carpet? You want the purple drapes?
Is Darth Vader my father?
Who is this kid? Why is he here?
Look, I've got a light edition in my studio. I need some drapes. Okay. What are you selling here, Arnold? What have you got? What's the best thing you've got here?
You're still not answering the question. Who is this fucking kid screaming
That's
at
Luke
me?
Skywalker. How do you not know who Luke Skywalker is?
Well, did he get hit in the head with something? He's smiling. He's laughing.
He's just a very happy soul.
And
I just came for the 50% off drapes. You said you have a sale, but I see no sale drapes. This is very disappointing to me.
Hey, fuck you. You come into my store, you bring in some kid, he's got sand all over his shoes, he's kicking it everywhere, he's asking me about Pasha converters, I don't have those, and then you get this guy with the accent screaming at me, and you have a knife. Guess what? This is a knife.
What you doing with
When you twist it, when you turn it. Come on, Bennett.
What's wrong with you?
Bennett.
Why is your eye turning?
You killed me last.
I lied. When you put the knife in me, when you turn it. John Carlo Jr., thank you. Georgie, Hotel Nerd, Manscaped, Angry RB3, arguing with Angry Reilly about drunk. This is only a $10 donation, but I love this bit. We're not going to do this one, but Angry RB3 arguing with Angry Reilly about drunk Brett buying Irish Rocha. So many shots he turns into drunk Irish Rocha. While Al Pacino's going away party for Luke, who got fired for buying the wrong Tasha.
All right, guys, tomorrow I'm calling a rehearsal, okay?
Yeah, so Hotel Nerd, Jonathan Caro, and Pazus put in Schmoedown. Thank you for this. Really good.
You have to be off book too, guys.
They took what I said and said, "Oh, really, Bucker?"
Yeah. We were letting you off light.
Yeah,
we go deeper, bitch.
I gotta find Pazus. There's a lot of you guys so generous here today and having a really fun show, and just kind of kick back and having some good times. So thank you so much. Sibonius, Kristian, what did you have at Bones? I love that place, dude.
Huh?
So Bones? Dude, my buddy took me.
He just disappeared for a second there.
Yeah, man.
Like, oh, yeah.
It's the best. It is the best steakhouse I've ever been to in my life.
Okay,
2 in a row. When I was with AMC, they sent me to the Ant-Man set visit, and my pal John lives in Atlanta. He goes, "I'm taking you to this place called Bones." He picked me up. We went, and I was like, "Holy shit, it was so good!" Right. So I told him when I came back, I said, "Dude, I got to go to that place." And he said, "Yeah, I'll take you." So Gilmore came with me, and then Roxy and Ben met up with us also. And we went to this place, Bones, and Chris Bosch was there. Did I tell you that?
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
awesome.
I didn't know that.
So, but anyway, we went, dude, this place. And it turns out, by the way, which is even better, I asked the guy had just moved from Chicago, the front clerk. I was like, "Do you know how far Bones is?" And I was starving. And he's like, "I don't really know." It was a 1.5-minute walk.
Doing that $1 Angry Reilly and Angry RB3 bit, please.
Totally an extra dollar. I'll say, well, they want us to do that thing.
All right.
What is it? That's. I gotta go back. I gotta find now. Here it is. All right, Angry RB3 arguing with Angry Reilly about drunk Brett buying Irish Rocha. So many shots he turned into drunk Irish Rocha. Okay, at Pacino's going away party.
Jesus Christ.
For Luke, who got fired for buying the wrong Tashi converter.
Wait, I have to do 2?
just do one. We'll talk about Luke though. So you're angry RB3. You're arguing with Angry Reilly, and you guys are arguing about drunk Brett because he bought Rocha so many shots that Rocha's now drunk as shit.
What are you talking about?
But you guys are all at Pacino's going away party. Are you ready? Here we go.
Reilly, what the fuck did you
Dude, what the fuck with you, dude? What the fuck, dude? You keep buying him shots. This guy's off his rocker, and you're fucking pissed over here. This is Pacino's party. Get the motherfucker together.
Why is everybody so loud?
God, dude, because you're drinking too much, asshole.
Why are they yelling so loud?
Yeah, dude, you guys are looking, your fucking things are rolling back in the head.
My best friend is having a party.
Good sentence.
And you're asking me to not drink to honor Mr. Al Pacino.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, dude.
Senor Al Pacino.
That's fucking what I'm talking about.
He needs me to drink.
He was in The Godfather.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, every one of you is doing the right thing.
Jesus Christ.
You are doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And you, even though sometimes a little bit off character.
Yeah.
Little bit on the side of caution.
I don't need your criticisms, Alfonso.
Oh, not a criticism at all. On the contraire, mon frere.
Oh, that's French, I know it.
Staring right across over here is an angry man.
See what I fucking tell you, RB3?
To the side over here.
This is what I'm talking about. Pacino comes down from his altar and he says to us, this fucking shit. It's his
going
birthday
away.
and he's got to take it.
I'm going away because Luke decided to sell the wrong converters.
What? Jesus.
Luke decided that this was the time to sell to Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt!
That's it. All right. Hotel Nerd, thank you, Jonathan Caro, Pazu, House Heisenberg, feeling completely demoralized right now because of a certain event last night. RB3 knows what I'm talking about. So I want to express my appreciation for the SEN Live crew who are always there for those who are feeling down. Subscribe to the meaning of. Thank you, House Heisenberg. I'm sorry you're feeling down. Funky Cole Medina, hey, happy. Hey, happy? Sure. Hey, all, happy Wednesday. I got my girlfriend to watch Schmoedown. She's hooked with me.
Nice.
We watched Atlanta. Has anyone watched The Outsider? Yeah, Reilly loves it. We caught up with the past 2 nights, and it's incredible. Is it still? You said it was slowing down. Is it better?
Slowed down a bit for me. I'm behind on one episode, but I heard it picked up a little bit. So probably.
Well, Villanelle asked you, Mark, how is your hairline still perfect when you wear hats all the time? Are you doing anything specific to your hair, and are you doing anything specific for your wedding?
No, it's just nuts and berries that I put in there.
Tongue Punch the Fart Box says, cues for all. Kristian, what's your dream card match that you'd love to put together? You can't use Levine and Merle. Rocha, what's the favorite match you've ever been a part of? Exclude any match with Merle or Reilly. Would you rather, or Merle. Reilly, would you rather have won the belts with Ben or Clark?
Ooh, damn.
Brett, let's ask this one first. Brett,
I got it.
Brett wins between Anaconda Brett. Who wins between Anaconda Brett and Drunk Brett? RB3, where the white woman?
Drunk Brett. You never fuck with the drunk guy. They can take punches over and over.
As long as he's got a good chin. Yeah. All right. So your favorite match all time?
That's not
Dan.
Not Dan. Beating you.
That was a good one.
That was. I mean, like
that was a good spectacle too.
Yeah, that's the one that made me believe it was possible because I thought for sure that I was going to lose.
Yeah, it was a good one. I liked it a lot. Okay, so let's see.
That said, the Orlando was a real close second.
Yeah, I didn't dream match. Right. So you go ahead. What's yours?
Between Clark and Ben.
Yeah, if you could have won the title.
I'm still going with Ben. Okay. I would have done it with Clark because then I would have had 2 belts.
Yeah.
So you would have won it with Clark.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. People forget you were the first one to possibly become double belted.
Yeah, it's true.
First one
for me, dream match, I think the same thing. I think it would be Rocha versus Clark. That's one I always wanted to see.
Yeah.
It was so close.
It
was one question, one word away. So and that's why people are, anytime that people think that, well, it could have been rigged, or this is results Kristian wanted. Well, guess what? Then we would have given Clark Southside.
Really,
that would have been a dream matchup.
I have to tell you, man, I get so upset when people say that shit that you rig stuff.
Well, you even said it at one point on your show yesterday.
Oh yeah, I'm playing around though.
No.
I don't say it for real.
When you and Nost, you said it. You talked about it on.
Nost felt that way
because you felt like that action was like the new.
Nost felt it. But that's what you feel in the moment, right?
Right.
But then you get over it an hour later and you move on from it because it's so ridiculous to think anyone would rig this thing.
You can't. You can't because the second that you do that, the second that you rig it and you make it a dirty sport, you become the Astros. Yeah. All right, moving on.
Well said.
All right, so let's see. Tongue punch at fart box. Thank you. Hotel Nerd, and then to put in a Schmoedown. Henry T. Cooley, hi, my man. What's up, SEN crew? On this day in 1994, the great John Candy passed away. It's crazy. That was so long ago. In honor of him, what is your favorite film from him? Mine is Armed and Dangerous and Uncle Buck. I would say Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck's my favorite.
I'll take Planes, Trains, and Automobiles all day.
Yeah.
Good one, too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like that one. It's funny. I like that one. I don't love it as much as everyone else does.
Really?
But I do like it. But it's not, to me, Uncle Buck is that was like a defining one.
It would probably be Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but I got to throw out there Splash because it's one of my favorite
Splash
performances he does.
I loved his character in National Lampoon's Vacation, though, too.
That's true. The security guard.
Yeah, definitely. Big Mo movie review. I don't know if you've talked about this yet, but here goes nothing. The spoiler ban is lifted for the Atlanta Live event, right? Because some people are still complaining about spoilers on the Facebook group, even calling us assholes for spoiling it on the group. I think after after 24 hours, you have the option to watch it. You have the chance to watch it. And the other thing is too, like it's also when it works for like for when matches air on Thursdays and Fridays, you still have 24 hours to watch it. The other thing that if you don't have an opportunity, I understand that, well, I have other things in my life. I understand that. Mute the group.
Yeah.
Mute the group or mute Twitter. Mute the same way you would for a sport. Like when I don't want to know who won a fight or something, I don't go on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't watch it. If I don't, like, perfect example is like the Oscars, right? I had to watch it in back time. I had to watch it later on, and like I didn't check my phone. I did for a second, and Winston spoiled one award for me, right? Like, and I'm like, okay, I got to stay away, and I have to watch it. So that's how we're asking you to do it. It's not on us, and it's not on other people to not spoil you. It's not how it works.
There's filters you can put right for certain phrases.
Not. There are ways. If it wasn't available, the spoilers.
As an Astros fan, that joke got me shook. Don't mind me. Given what took place.
Yeah, Tim. Fair enough. So look, the other thing is that it's different when you don't have access to something. For example, if Mark Reilly and I go and get invited to a movie tonight, and then tomorrow we spoil the whole thing for you guys because you don't have the opportunity to watch it, that is a spoiler.
That's on us.
However, if you get that invite and you get and it's out in the theater and you have a chance to see it, and we spoil it inside of that thing, we tell you up top we're going to spoil it, or it's not on us. And that's a movie. That's a different thing. Movies sometimes have a little bit more leeway than that. The sporting event is probably a better example, right?
Yeah. Or even Game of Thrones, to be honest with you, because you pay for HBO.
Yeah.
So you can ban those words 24 hours, and then you come back to. So the same thing with the Schmoedown. You had to pay for that live stream, or you had to be there live,
or
you have 24 hours, or patron.
And it's one of those things. It's a matter of we're going to treat it like a sport. You have to, because I can't keep holding it back from people that want to talk about it, the competitors and everything too. So you can, I'm not telling you. Well, for perfect example again is HBO boxing. I think that's I am fully aware that if I do not buy the HBO pay-per-view, it's not going to air for another week on HBO, right? So I have to either avoid spoilers for a full week, or I have to understand that I'm just going to watch the fight knowing who won.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how it goes. Yep. It's just how it is. So I can't, we can't, I understand if you can't get the streams. I understand. And I totally get it. But we're not doing that anymore. It's 20, and we're not even putting 24-hour spoilers on Twitter and everything else too. You do whatever you want on Twitter. But in the Facebook group, we want to do 24 hours. So that's how it is. All right. So let's see. Hotel Nerd put in a Schmoebot, 50 Shades of Geek. I had a bad case of food poisoning yesterday. Finally, a double feature Schmoedown matches helped me through it all. I love that. Oh, good. I mean, not that I love that you got food poisoning. I love that you were able to watch that. JJ Windward, I come into work and my coworker's having a jelly sandwich. That's it. What an animal. Peanut butter and jellies, that's a classic. And peanut butter, a star on its own, but just jelly? Clearly, jelly's just the Marty Jannetty here. That's pretty funny.
Well, that's good, actually. Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Jelly and butter's good.
Jelly sandwich is a lot of sugar. Yeah, there's no protein on it. Like, you got peanut butter.
We used to in grade school get a choice between butter or peanut butter on Wonder Bread. Like just butter. In a cold slice of bread. That was one of our choices for our food items. I don't think that kids do it this day, but it is. No. It's quite delicious.
Cream cheese and jelly. You ever have the cream cheese and jelly?
That's good. That's good.
Cream
it's kind of like a empanada filling kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's great on honey and peanut butter. Do you ever do those sandwiches?
All the time. I give that to my kids all the time.
Yeah.
I had peanut butter, honey and peanut butter like 2 nights ago. A nice glass of milk.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
What would you say? I'm very proud of you.
Regular milk or oat milk? You getting on the oat milk train?
Do like 1%. Say, listen, I'm gonna drink the 1% and have
basically water.
Okay. But it's delicious, and it's not too much. It doesn't clog the arteries as much as the whole milk does. All right, John Carlo Jr. Thank you, sir. He says, "Don't worry, I'll let you guys know. Bad this Bond news is when the old people yell at me because their movie is now in November. But mostly tickets will all be refunded, especially the online tickets. If someone bought it physically, that sucks. Yeah, that's true. Manny being Manic and Hotel Nerd, Punish Robots, Cebonius, who asked me about the Bones thing. Yep. Tim Sim and Lucas B. Punish Robots. Big Mo movie review. I always love all of you. Every one of you has brought so much to my life, and it's helped me fight depression. Harloff, you're one of my heroes, and I thank you for creating all of this. Rocha, thanks for being you and representing us Latinos.
Thank you.
And in everything you do. RB3, you're just the
butter
dope.
Sandwiches, Brett. Where did you go to school? The Great Depression?
It was Nebraska, so pretty much, yeah.
Butter sandwich with some honey, though, is pretty good.
No, it's straight up butter, man.
Oh, all right, well.
Motherfucker took an era.
In everything you do, RB3, you're just the dopest human being on this planet. And I can't wait until we chill again at the next live event. Brett, thanks for being open about depression because it's made me open as well. That's awesome.
Good.
Very nice to see that. Adrian Shahada, hey all, on season 4 of The Wire now, what are some of your favorite characters other than the obvious ones? Well, I mean, the two that you chose are my favorite, Omar and McNulty. Yeah. I really like Dennis Cuddy Perez, all the kids in season 4, and of course Avon Stringer, and even if he was kind of evil. Yeah, I think Stringer is pretty good too. I haven't watched it so long, but those are the ones that always stuck out.
I like the kid that comes in to take over the drug stuff in the 3rd season. The young kid that everyone's like, who's this little punk? And then he ends up being smooth as fuck through the whole rest of 2 seasons. He's incredible. And those kids from season 4 are great.
Jeff Howerton. Hey, Kristian, any squirrels giving you hell at your new place? I miss the war stories of old. No, man, these squirrels are cool over here.
Have you seen the cats yet?
Huh? The cats are everywhere. There's cats that come around, and they set the fucking alarms all the time.
Fence, like.
Not the alarms, but they set the motion lights all the time, so we're always like, who's in the backyard? And it's always these freaking cats. But they're not bad. Like I'm telling you, These squirrels at the old place were assholes. I mean, they were rotten assholes. These squirrels, I've been out there playing with the 2-year-old, and the squirrel comes over, just kind of looking over, and I was like, oh, this is like a good squirrel. And he just kind of chills out, and he does his thing. These other evil fuckers over there, too, I mean, I hated them so much that I want to drive back there and throw things at them. I hated those fucking squirrels. But
Let's go back. I still want to fly my drone.
You should. No beef with these squirrels. I like these
drive-by
squirrels.
throwing at the squirrels.
Dom D. Dan's face in Atlanta, and this could be a following, just letting people know that I haven't said anything else. This could be a spoiler. Okay. So if you haven't watched Atlanta, we're giving you the warning right now that this possible comment could be a spoiler. You've been warned. Here we go. Dan's face in Atlanta when Rocha started the first rant before the match was the exact same face someone has when their girlfriend has picked a fight with another guy for the 11th time that night while at a bar. That wasn't really a spoiler, but,
Good.
but still.
Good.
Well, you saved yourself just in case.
He just went like, he goes...
Yeah. Manny being manic, put in another Schmoedown. Chris Hall, Rocha's my name. Chris, not Charles now, you know. Okay. Hotel Nerd, Josh Barnett put in Schmoebots. Kimberly Tucker. Let's see. Which Marvel Disney Plus show are you most interested in? RB3, you're great. For me, it's Loki.
Yeah.
I want to see because I want to see how they play with the alternate universe.
Yeah, right. WandaVision. I got to see
Really?
this.
Yeah. You weren't on board at that one point.
I wasn't until I knew what they're doing now.
Can you
It's the
explain that one
multiverse.
to me?
It's like the different realities that she finds herself in with Vision, because I think it's going to touch on the House of M.
Yeah.
She might, which will lead into the Doctor Strange movie. I think she's going to F with everything in the realities.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree too. I think WandaVision's going to be the one too for me. I mean, the acting ability that Elizabeth Olsen is going to have, the acting opportunity rather, to play those different versions of Scarlet Witch in different eras, is going to be brilliant. Plus, Paul Bettany too, playing those versions as well.
Yeah. Okay. So Pascal Patine, how far does this Manscaped ship? I've had cut to my decrepit balls so often they've had to clone me new ones. Is Exegol out of range? Okay. Hotel Nerd, Josh Guzman, Tim Sim put in Schmoebots. Joe Godina. Have you all seen the new Batmobile? We did that one already.
Yep.
I'm getting more nervous about the movie with every photo. Oh, really? See, I feel the opposite. I feel the opposite. We didn't do that one. So I liked what we've seen so far.
I've liked everything I've seen so far.
Do you think it's necessary to go back and watch some of these better Patterson films to cleanse your palate of the...
Yes, because you have the Twilight in your head.
I have Twilight in my head, and I need to see these other ones.
The one that I give... everybody always goes to Good Time, which is a really good performance of his. Watch The Rover.
Okay.
Yeah, The Rover is brutal.
Watch The Rover.
He's so good in that.
He's so good in that movie.
Kristen Stewart's brilliant, too.
Yeah,
she's not,
she's
not in the movie. Did you see? Apparently, she was in some movie, but being underwater didn't work very well. ZCM Zombie Custom Maps. Do you think they'll put Mulan on Disney Plus for the people in China, since the theaters will be inaccessible due to the coronavirus? Possible.
Yeah.
Possible. All right, RB3. We have some other. We have some three impressions. Three impressions. Wow, we're gonna do these three, and then we'll finish up the. We have a lot of Streamlabs, so I wonder if we'll get to them, but we'll try. We're gonna try hard.
Okay, so. First one's a little complicated. It's from House Heisenberg.
Yes.
He wants Jason Statham, Patty Boy, Sean Connery, and Anaconda Brett are planning a heist from still Aston Martin from Hogwarts.
Oh my God.
And Luke is a decoy wizard.
Oh my God, so much detail. Well, I don't know how much of that we're gonna hit, but we'll try.
All right.
Wait. Which music do we want? Anaconda or
no?
Dumbledore, because it's Hogwarts.
Oh
yeah.
Yes.
Give me the Dumbledore.
Yes.
All right. All right. I got these plans from the wizard, you know what I mean? And I don't know if we're going to have exactly what we need to do, you know what I mean? But we're going to get you into that place and make sure that we get the Ashimon out of the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Did you say a wizard? Is that the hell? Is that what we're doing?
Look around us, mate. We got fucking owls everywhere doing whatever we need, you know what I mean?
I fucking hate this island.
Well, I've broken out of the rock, so everybody get behind me.
I completely understand you. So you want me to kill everyone?
At this point, man.
It's fine.
Yes. Next.
Okay. So next one we have is from Pazuzu. He said, Mark is possessed by Pazuzu, and John Voight, Patty Boy, Richard, and Luke are trying to unpossess him.
Okay, you're possessed?
Yeah.
Okay. Pazuzu.
Okay.
Hello.
Here we go. It's a demon, apparently.
It's a demon that did or did not possess.
Go ahead.
Hey, hello, my friend. I think you got a demon inside you. My friends, we're all going to help you.
I saw this once in a girlfriend I dated. This is going to be for quite some time, I think.
I gotta be honest with you. This guy, he's telling people he's possessed, but I really hear some bad tacos.
Yeah. It could be.
Oh.
Okay, that's that.
Oh,
well, listen. Hey, listen. Did you hear that? There's a no cursing rule in effect, and you just broke 2 of them there.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. This guy's really scaring the balls out of him. I need manscaped.
So what did you eat first?
Power of Christ compels you.
That's
the
a good
power
one.
of Christ compels you.
That's a good one.
I saw that in a movie once.
Hey, you gotta brush your teeth. Something stinks.
I don't think this is working. So.
Is he on the dark side?
Oh, Luke.
Someone said he sounds like a cat. All right.
Is that all of them?
I knifed him in the neck.
That's all.
There's another one from
That's a good one.
Manny Bean Malik. It says Luke finding out that John Voight, aka Dark Snake, is his father, and
Dark Snake.
Darth Snake is his father, and he's taking away RB3's Tashi converters.
So so you
Sounds
just
good.
do the scene all over again. You remember when he says to him, he goes, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to my father.
okay.
All right, here we go. What happened to your father?
Hey, Luke.
Hey,
Obi-Wan, he never say what happened to your father.
what happened to my father?
Well, it's gonna be kind of a Maury Povich kind of moment for you here. But I am your father.
You're my father.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's not my father.
No, Darth Vader, he dipped his wick in a lot of people. But I am actually your father.
But you took away my Tashi converters.
That's okay. We can talk about this when we go and play football and throw the ball. But you gotta teach me what this Tashi converter is. I don't know this.
Do you live on Tatooine?
I don't know that word either, but I swear I'm going to try my best. I promise your mother I would take care of you.
Oh, so good. I love that impression with Luke is just something else, man. All right, let's see. Thank you for
Your
Prince.
next Schmoedown match, you should do the whole match like that.
Just like that.
Just like Luke.
Prince that wasn't promised, put in a Schmoedown. Good fella. Like the RS book. I like the Rise of Skywalker book for Palps. The last Jedi novel had better reasons for Rey's powers. In the book, back when Kylo invaded Rey's mind in The Force Awakens, she sponged his mind learning how to use Force powers. I met and asked Jason Fry about it. He confirmed that came from Story Group. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of conflicting things happening over there. Manny SWTR Gaming, who put in a Schmobot, thank you. Hotel Nerd, Georgie, Goodfellow again. Jason Fry also confirmed that he had finished his contribution to upcoming Clone Wars short story anthology book. Jason Fry is a New York kid, love it. He's really into Star Wars, a good writer. I'm excited every time he's involved. I do Death Sticks, put in a Schmobot, so did Fairs Muthana. Silly Buffoon, hey crew, this is a serious announcement. No Time to Die release is pushed into December because of coronavirus. Could you see this happening to December? No, it's November. It's December. Could you see this November? Could you see this happening in more movies like Black Widow or even bigger ones like the Summer Olympics? Maybe.
Are we talking just films in general? I mean,
yeah. I don't think it's coronavirus that did it for this one. Though. Pac-Man Dwayne, hey guys, question for the crew. With your parents or kids, what is something else you bond over with them except movies? Hey Brett, my birthday tomorrow, so I'm coming in hot with the Schmo Robot tomorrow. My good man, Pisces gang.
Oh man.
So the bond with my kid. I mean, it's definitely for movies for sure, but I think also she's reading a lot. She's doing a lot. Like I think when it comes to she's soccer is something that she does. So we do that in the back too. So that's something.
Yeah, sports is definitely what I bonded with my dad about before movies.
Yeah, USC football. Yeah. My dad and I, he's an alum. I'm an alum. So here we are.
So the same person who had Squirt Till It Hurt comes up with another name, Queefer Sutherland. I agree with Squirt Till It Hurt. More queef jokes. Okay. Jim Mafin, 50 Shades of Greg, and Jay Golden Eyes, and Hotel Nerd, and Lorna Pajol Chowdhury, and Georgie will come in with Schmobots. So do Brian Tucson and Jeremiah Morris. Thank you. D3 Mondug. Rocha, I was skeptical when you first showed up on Collider Live because I only knew the Outlaw. But you have a great sense of humor and think it's beautiful that you wore that mask for so long, honoring the memory of your childhood friend, Guy Fawkes. That's good. That was good.
That was damn good.
Yeah,
Downtown.
That was good. Nap
Great.
ponytail. Kevin Feige isn't making Black Widow to thank Scarlett for her services. If there's anything I've learned from the MCU, there's a reason for each of these movies are made. This will not be a throwaway prequel. All right, we'll find out. Okay. Mad Max put in a Schmoebot. And Brandon Buck. Everybody go subscribe to Call to Action. They're just 30 subs away from 1,000. Is that right?
Let's do it.
Good for them. Guys, come on. 30 people. Go over to Call to Action. Open up the tab right now.
Get them. The end of the show.
Let's do that. Let's make it. We have 9 minutes left. Can we set the goal to get Call to Action to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this show? 9 minutes to do it. Come on, open up another tab and subscribe to Call to Action. They have some great shows over there. The Schmoebaits are awesome. A lot of good stuff over there. Are you going to do Schmoebaits?
Schmoebaits at some point, yeah, I'll do it.
You should definitely do that.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. I had a good time on them with those shows.
Are you going back and forth? You're going back and
That's because he's pouring a drink for himself.
Okay. You just go through to it. Brandon Buck, everybody go subscribe, okay? 50 Shades of Geek. That was my first ever Schmoebot. I was really nervous. I was literally shaking, waiting for you guys to finish talking because I didn't want to interrupt the conversation that you were having. Apologies to the people who sent in Schmoebots during the bit. No, it happens. It's okay. Ben Rayner and Manny Star Wars Gaming. I'll put in Schmoebots, 50 Shades of Geek. Seriously, though, what the fuck is up with that guy? Why is he giving away free sand to children in the middle of a desert? And why is he dressed like the fucking dressed like the Men in Black? I mean, come on. Why are you dressed like that? Scoops McGee, longtime fan, first time donating. I got to be honest with you. Kristian impressions have me dying every time. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad. This has been a fun thing for all of us to be able to do and just kind of crack up and be stupid. Chris Scorpio, I have 2 close friends who are professional race car drivers. As an enthusiast myself, as a speed enthusiast myself, and getting into the sport, I wanted to get some tips from Rocha. I know you used to race chariots for pink slips.
Jesus Christ!
They're really hitting you. It's good.
The bait and switch with these guys.
They're getting better.
They're good. I like it.
That's a good one.
I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of that.
Don't put metal on your wheels. That's what I would say.
Tim Sim put in a Schmoebot, 50 Shades of Geek. A question for Rocha. When you built Stonehenge in your parents' backyard, did you think it was going to still be around today?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm pretty surprised.
No, the Prince That Wasn't Promised put in a Schmoebot. And Chris Hall says, I was on a weekend trip in Louisville a few days ago, and I got really drunk and bought my Uber driver Taco Bell, and I showed him the Schmoedown. We watched Rocha versus Merle Part 1 in the hotel lobby. He even took notes. That's amazing.
Wow. That's nice.
I love that. It's really great.
That's great.
Thank you, man. More people do that. Show your fucking Uber drivers Schmoedowns.
Was it Part 1 and Part 2? What was Part 2?
Well, the triple threat.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Silly Buffoon. Crew, my apologies about my last question. I didn't see the title of the show, and I sent in questions without the context of the show. Sorry to interrupt the flow. Have a nice day. Thank you, sir. Haunted.
Good.
Have you guys watched The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez on Netflix? Heartbreaking. I don't recommend the parents in the room watching it. Any great docs you recommend watching? No. Well, Reilly, go ahead. The docs, this is all you.
Oh, God, I can't think right now. I just watched that Oklahoma City doc on
tough.
Netflix. Tough.
Okay. Yeah.
Watch Don't Fuck with Cats. Watch that.
No, I don't want to.
No,
that shit is crazy.
I got 30 minutes in. I'm like, I can't handle this.
Yeah, Wrinkles the Clown. It's a fascinating documentary on. It's a character study. Why the hell is this guy dressing up like a clown and fooling and scaring kids? But there's a big reveal at the end.
And I will say, if you like documentaries, watch documentaries and then watch Documentary Now. If it's something that's spoofing the one you saw, those guys are killing it.
Their one on Company. When they did that, when they recorded the soundtrack for that Broadway show in the 70s, they did a documentary on that. It is absolutely excellent.
Awesome.
Because this woman keeps leaving to have cataract surgery in between her songs. It's brilliant. By the end, she's like,
just got news. Call to Action hit 1,000.
Yay!
I figured it would.
Yeah. Suge Knight 323, 1 out of 2. Rocha, your Chill to Action episode was amazing. I really got the feels when you talked about actually being hurt by the fandom. We need to remember that competitors are people also. And Kristian, this community you have built is so great, from Call to Action, the Bagel Brigade, and the rest of the community. When are we getting SEN in LA? Rocha, how bad do you want Damon's ass? So I guess the SEN live shows, what he means.
Yeah.
I don't know about that yet. It's tough, man. Like, we have a lot of cool stuff that we're working on right now, but it's just being able to do a live show out here. I don't want to sound like, not grateful, but I only have so much time right now. The shit that we're trying to build, that it's hard for me to do.
But if they support the SEN Patreon, SEN Live Patreon, we have more resources. We'd be able to do a lot of those things.
Look at RB3.
That is absolutely right. That is absolutely right,
Yep.
because that's one of the things that we're trying to do because of that, is the more patrons that we get and the more opportunities that we have, then we can, and the more because the other thing is too, like Free For All to me, hands down, the best and most exciting event that we do, because you have all of the competitors there, and LA is just notorious for selling so slow. They get there, but we don't get there. It's stressful too, because you usually get there 2 days before, a day before, and all these people coming in, and it's like, okay, should we keep doing events in LA? And then by the end we get there, it's like, okay, and so that is something that also has to play in. Take into consideration when you're doing SEN Live also. Cebonius, put hashtag Bandit Brigade. Nick Piccolo, I just joined the SEN Patreon. You guys deserve all the support and success. Thank you so much. 50 Shades of Geek.
This is not for nothing. It's not very responsible of you to suggest that people show their Uber drivers videos while they are driving.
Sure.
Good point.
Well, this guy said he watched him in a hotel room, so I don't know what the hell they were doing.
No, look. Look.
Yeah. Just watch this. This is a great one. No, right off the road. 50 Shades of Geek. This isn't a Manscaped ad or a meeting up joke. I literally just saw a man crossing the road while riding a unicycle this morning. What the fuck is wrong with the world? Hey, I actually think that's more people should be riding.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I love that. That's wonderful. It is.
Did you guys see that road rage incident from yesterday in North Hollywood?
No.
Oh my God, that was a big deal.
What happened?
This dude in his like white Camaro slammed into this pickup truck and then chased the pickup truck down and slammed it again went, and the pickup truck's trying to get away, and they spun around the whole time. The Camaro door on the driver's side wide open.
Oh no,
wide open.
What the hell was going on?
And so they used the video and they arrested the dude. Yeah, you got it's like 30 seconds.
All the cameras and stuff out there. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Joe, aka Danny Jenkins on the internet. Hey, RB3, I gotta get it disrespectful for that LeBron 3-point shot from half court last night. Oof. What happened?
I didn't see the game last night.
Yeah. He just busted it out there like it was no big deal.
So then you can give yourself a disrespectful and give him a disrespectful.
I'm not disrespecting LeBron. Not disrespecting.
No, you can't disrespect.
You like it, right?
Yeah, Lakers. For sure.
All right. So where do we go? We have a couple left here on Super Chat. Christopher Healy. Hey guys, have you guys seen Hunters on Amazon? Yes. So listen to this. So I'm about 3 or 4 episodes into it, and I had told Rocha about it. And Rocha watched 6 episodes on the plane?
Yeah, on the way back from Atlanta, I watched 5 episodes, and I watched the first episode coming in. The first episode was an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then you jump, and every other episode's like an hour, and then I ripped through them, and then I watched 2 episodes, and then last night we finished 9, and then tonight we're going to finish 10. And I hooked her into it. She wasn't into it initially.
I like
but
it. Yeah, my wife was saying
as someone who doesn't like a slow burn, is that first hour and a half one going to do
it
for me?
Yeah. Dude, the opening scene is not a slow burn.
Yeah, because the scenes
that opening scene,
when they go to the concentration camps, they're so brutal, and you're just like, oh my God.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It doesn't spare any punches.
Yeah. Mark Gabagillo. Hey, Brett, me and my wife have loved you since the Guild, and I hope you are studying for your next match. Any word on who Brett is playing next? I guess I can make this announcement. I do know who Brett is playing next. I'm going to make a double announcement.
Okay.
So the first official announcement.
Me too.
Yeah. So
all right.
So Claudia Dolph, who has been traded 2 different times and now is on Corruption, she will be facing Warfather. This will from the Burning Druids. Nice. This will probably happen in end of this month, maybe in April. Right. The winner of that will face Brett Sheridan.
Wow.
That will be so there you go.
Well, you got your money on.
Yeah. Okay, here you go. Haskell 420. Huge breaking wrestling news. It's official. Matt Hardy is joining AEW.
Yep, no surprise.
We knew that.
As soon as he said goodbye and the Young Bucks were in his stream, it was over.
Yeah, we knew it. Okay, so then let's see. Freddie Scher. Rocha and gang, I'm going through tough times right now. I'm 33 and my father just got dementia, and I just feel like everything's not working out. Do you have any advice? Thanks.
Yeah, the only advice I give you is to take it step by step and day by day, and just be good to yourself, which is if it gets a lot, take a little bit of selfish time for yourself because you need to regenerate so that you can be available for your dad, and just try to find the moments of lucidity with him where you reconnect with him and enjoy them for what they are. If you focus on the moments lost versus the moments gained, you will slide into the depression. Focus on the moments gained more than those lost, and they'll keep your spirits up. That's what I would say.
Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Sometimes you forget. Remember to breathe and just look up into the sky. It helps me sometimes. Go outside and just take a breath.
What you just did, talking about it with people is huge.
Yeah.
That's the thing I did. I hid a lot of things for a lot of years. I stuffed it inside, and I wasn't open with people about how I was feeling.
And subscribe to the meaning of.
Yeah, that's right. That's the other one.
So this is, you and I can't answer this one.
Okay.
B. Kersker says, this is trivia for anybody in the room.
Okay.
This former Florida State football player also starred in The Longest Yard.
Burt Reynolds.
Correct.
Correct.
Look at Brett beating out Reilly. Did you know that one?
For some reason, I'm going to like like an actual sports
it was good.
guy play in an actor. So
Hotel Nerd. I'd love to be a guest, even to call in sometime if that would be possible. Well, Hotel Nerd, I would tell you to go to look at that stream, the new Patreon. There might be an option over there. Might be an option. Okay, super chat. Concord is the female CH in Death Watch, the Armorer.
No clue.
I don't know. Not sure. Is that everything? I think that. There is Prince Wasn't Promised, and Dank Blunts put in. Yeah. Thank you, Dank Blunts, and West Side Nerd. Hey, SEN crew, been having a crappy ass week, trying to hang in there. Question: do you guys still think No Time to Die will stay on track or get pushed back to the because of the coronavirus? Manscaping like there's no tomorrow. I think it'll come out in November. Yeah. RB3. Thank you guys so very much. We got through a lot. What a wonderful day it was here today. Thank you guys so very much for joining us on the show. A lot of fun. It was. Stay tuned for the Friday show. I got to figure it out. But we're going to work on that. Thank you to Mark Reilly, John Rocha, Brett Sheridan, the great RB3. We're looking forward to having Kate and the whole crew back on very soon. We'll see you tomorrow. Sabrina will be on, and we're gonna talk the old nonsense that we always talk. See you tomorrow.
Sitting in a room full of fucking idiots.